Good morning, good morning, everybody. This morning is a very special morning for me and a real gift, I believe, for the reading community. I have very special guests, Govinda Rama Dean. He has the Christian Tarot Camp. He is an amazing reader. He is he's a mentor of mine. He has really shown me the way. So I am proud and honored to welcome special guest Govinda Rama Dean. Welcome, Govinda. How are you?
Hello, hi everyone. Good to see you. Oh, it's lovely to be over here. It's lovely to be over here at Donna's today.
I just want to thank you for coming. Good morning, Kath Cruz. Great to see you. We are doing well. Um, I am Govinda. Would you be honored? Would you do the honor and do the morning prayer for us before we start?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. So let us all take a moment to let me get myself ready. I didn't get a chance to get that up yet. So as we get ready for the readings today, as normal, over at the Christian Tarot Camp, we have an opening blessing with.
So while you're doing that, I want to say hi to Cherry Blossom. How are you? Kath Cruz. Hi to Lulu. How are you? Hi, Jenny. Glad everybody's here. This is wonderful. So
It's
whenever
gorgeous,
you are ready.
Right, so here we go. So I've got my tarot deck in my hand to bless with as well. So if you're holding a tarot deck, you might want to, if you're using a tarot deck with us, you might want to hold it in your hands as you clasp your hands together in prayer. Or you've got loads there. Love it. You might want to put them on the table, then just place your hands on top of them. Then I love you, like your arms for As I think you're like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Is that enough? Put them on the table and place your hands over them is probably the best idea for them. As we just let's take a moment as we become aligned and we welcome the presence of God, Jesus Christ, into our space, and we say, "Dear God, dear Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, and guardians, please bless and protect this space." And we ask that you ensure only pure and trustworthy answers from you, the divine, come through us and these cards today. I ask that the messages that we receive be clear and easy to understand. And please help us to see, hear, feel, and know the message you have for us. We ask that these card readings today bring blessings to everyone involved. And so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Amen.
Gorgeous, isn't it? That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love starting with a prayer like that because it just centers your energy. It centers it, it brings you in communion with God, with Jesus, as I'm doing. And for anyone watching, if these words like Jesus or God trigger you in any way or makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, then maybe ask yourself, deep questions as to why that is. Why am I uncomfortable with those words? And for the time being, until I hope that we're all able to become more comfortable by hearing these words and not to be triggered by references as this. Then in the meantime, you can replace the words with the Creator, and instead of God and instead of Jesus, you could say Divine Spirit. Whatever works for you, really. But I do hope and pray that we all can acknowledge, the one Creator, which is God. However your religious leanings are, we all come to one Creator who we call God in different languages and different forms, and Jesus being that access, that portal to God, because Jesus is also an incarnation of God, right? So to get to God is through Jesus and his teachings. So that's what I do on my channel, and that's what I hope to bring to the community and everyone, a bit of love and peace through Jesus and God. And being
Yeah.
that's with
As you know, the other morning, hi Mercury. Want to say hi to a few more people. But I messaged Govinda because I woke up with the song "Me and God," and there's been a lot of turmoil, a lot of stress in my life, and Lulu is also kind of going through it as well with what's
yeah.
going on with our 9 to 5. So literally, it felt like I was getting the message like "You're covered, you're okay," and so right away I was like, "Okay, we're good. I don't need to stress anymore," and I let it go. So and it's a country song, and it's like, and
I
I'm like,
loved
why
it.
am I waking
Yeah.
up to that in my head? So that was,
That's,
but so I'm thinking that I'll everybody, thank you so much for coming. Love having everybody here. Um,
yeah.
I did put in the link to Govinda's channel if you want to
Yeah.
join in.
Bear,
Um,
just bear with me while you keep going, Donna, while
yeah,
I need to go into Streamlabs and turn off my
yeah,
messages because they're
yeah,
coming up on the channel. And
yeah.
no, donations are not open today. It's all free.
Yeah. Hi, Jazz. Great to see you. So, if anybody would like a reading, please put your question all in caps. Govinda, today I'm going to be doing the. I'm gonna just set you up. So, if when the readings come in, I will just put up the questions. I'll just star them and then I'll bring them up. So then you can. I mean, you're usually doing all the mechanics in the background, but today I'm gonna.
What are you doing? Are you doing
Um,
any readings at all today then, Donna? What's going on?
yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know.
Ah, ah. I thought I'm just going to sit here and have a quiet munch on my croissant while
Yeah,
you crack
exactly.
on and do everything. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll pop off and I'll come back at the end and say thank you, everyone, goodbye. I'm like,
yeah,
excuse me? Nobody said that I was running this on my own. I thought I'm going to be the guest. I can just sit back and relax.
yeah. Well, yeah, I thought if you were sitting back and relaxing, was that you were doing the reads. If any, I'm pretty sure most of you know how accurate Govinda is. He's just he has brought things to light that I have not seen before. So we already have our first question. So, and today we're going to start with Jenny A. So, Govinda, I'm going to put it in your hands. I think my chat might be a little delayed. Um, so,
You're
please,
using you are you using the comments on EV Mux?
yes,
Yes, that's all
yes,
right then. They'll come through. They'll come
yeah,
through a little bit delay, so don't worry about that. That's all right. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
if you guys, if you're watching this over at the Christian Tower Camp, hi everyone. Thanks for joining. This is a simulcast, so I'm over at Donna's channel, but you are watching this live in the Christian Tower Camp as well. How lucky are you? So please, yeah, for today only, and for these readings, whenever I do anything with Donna, there's a nice new little category section on my homepage on the Christian Tower Camp, which says live healing readings with Donna Marie and Govinda. So whenever we do these kind of readings, it's always going to be following the same rules, different to what we normally do for the Christian Tower. So you'll see there's a difference. So please just type your questions in caps so Donna can identify your questions so we can answer them effectively and efficiently today, hopefully.
yes. I've got just to let everybody know, I have Jenny A. I've got Kath Cruz, and I have I am Lulu.
I
So,
am Lulu. Hi,
I am
hi.
Lulu. Hello, Johanna.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
get started. Then let me bring on the tarot table, Le Table.
And
There we
so,
go.
yeah.
So let's have a look. I've got a lovely new deck, by the way, just to let you guys know. The mini Wiser Tarot. So I used to have the Wiser Tarot standard size version because I love the colors and the design. They've kept the tarot the same as the RWS Rider-Waite Smith tradition, but they slightly changed. They've redrawn it basically and made some lovely colors. And when I heard that the mini deck was coming out, I decided to, pass on the full version, so that the standard version, so that this came out literally this week. So I was able then to get the pocket version. Because you know me, I love a pocket edition, much better, much more practical than the standard editions, full size editions. So yeah, I've worked with this deck before, just not as a mini, just to let you guys know. But anyway, so Jenny, thank you, my darling, for participating and asking your question today. How are you doing? Let's have a look. What do you need to know? I'd love a general reading, please. Thank you. Okay, whoa. Okay, so what does Jenny need to know, please? What does Jenny need to know? What does Jenny need to know? And these cards are gorgeous because they're like a matte finish kind of thing, and they just glide. They're gorgeous. Jenny, here we go. One from the top and one from the bottom. Ooh, you are making some... Okay. I love this. So instantly it's coming through that you are making some good progress, and there is some new there's a new opportunity regarding your work and finance. Work and finances go into sort of the same bag, don't they, really? And there's new opportunities for you in work and finance. Money is coming in, or there's opportunities for you coming through, real proper opportunities. There's something that you're discovering in the physical world around you, the environment around you, which is, it does need a bit more looking into. It does need a bit more detail. You do need to kind of you may need to gather more information before you know what's what, because your mind is saying no, basically. So there's an opportunity that you have already seen, that you've already bear witness to, and your mind is already telling you, no, that's not logical. That doesn't make sense. No, I don't want you to do that. And really, the mind needs to get on board with this, because actually what's happening here is, if you can open your mind a bit more and allow your mind to entertain what this new venture, what this new experience could be all about, it's going to be very beneficial and supportive for you and those around you. And also, opening your mind will realize that then it opens you up to these opportunities, rather than saying no before because your mind is already saying no to something before it's even discovered what it's all about, because you not really know too much about it. So remember, the mind only functions when it has data, when it has something to work with and to analyze. And because it doesn't have any data about this thing, because it's so new, it's closing it off completely. It's a closed mind saying, no, I don't want to entertain this. But if we can just open our mind a bit more, entertain it, dive a bit deeper as to what it's all about, get details, that will really pacify the mind, to be able to open the mind and analyze a bit better what this new opportunity situation, this whatever has come into your path, that is calling you to pay attention for and look into more details, because it's really going to be beneficial for you. It's going to involve a lot of growth, and it's going to provide a lot more security for you. We just need to, the mind just needs to open up about it, because it's closing off before you've even learn anything about it. Hope that helps, and I hope it guides, my love. Blessed be. Amen. Thank you for asking your question. Let us know in the chat if that resonates with you, my darling. Donna, do you have anything to add on that one?
I certainly do. I have, so don't mind me as I flip the camera. So, and for you, it's up to you. Take a risk, speak the truth, reflect on what you want. So let's put it into where it can focus in. So this is saying it's up to you where you want to go. I mean, everybody has their free will, but there is something new, and it's up to you to take it where you want to take it. So, and your next card, which is an animal card, is Cow Spirit. And the Cow Spirit says, the miracles are endless. So that's who's got your back, Jenny. There's miracles all around you, and they are for you to take. They are here for you. Have faith. Things are changing in your life. And, it's those little things that you notice that are the miracles, the ones where, you don't think is possible. And next thing you know, whatever you were wishing for is now in front of you. So I believe that really adds to what Govinda was saying. It's you have opportunities that are here for you. They're for you to take, and it's up to you. And when you're ready to take that next step. So, thank you very much, Jenny. I'm just going to see if there is any replies from you. And I'm here, and confirmation is changing in a big way. So that is wonderful. Jenny, I hope that helps. And I'm just going to give the list of who we have for readings. So we have Kath Cruz, I Am Lulu. We have Johanna, Lydia Lula. We have Jazz, Crystal 1983. We have Cherry Blossom. We have Mercury Leo Lady. We have Venus. We have Eternal Moonlight. And Johanna just confirming what she would like. So if anybody would like a reading, please just put it all in caps easy for us to see. But I just gave you the list of who we have. And so next up, this is going to be Kath Cruz. Hi, Jax. Good to see you. Mangled Unicorn is Jax. She's thank you for joining us as well. Wanted to say good morning. So Govinda.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on what you got for the cards that you pulled for Jenny there for a minute. I saw it. I just realized my microphone was turned off. I was wondering why you were talking over me for a minute. So how rude. She's talking over me. She's ignoring what I'm saying. It's like, my microphone was turned off. But yeah, I love that you got the cow spirit card, because if anyone knows, Govinda, yeah, love that gorgeous card. Govinda, actually, in India, because Govinda is an Indian name, it means cow herder.
Wow.
So it's like the shepherd. It's like Jesus and the shepherd. It's kind of like the good shepherd is like the good cow herder. It's the person who brings the herd. Because obviously in India it's more about cows rather than sheep. But it's the same concept. It's looking after your crowd, looking after your people, bringing people together, and nurturing those people. So I love that Jenny got the cow herder, and it looked like I myself and the energy of, because obviously Govinda is an incarnation of Krishna, and so it's that kind of spiritual energy is coming through for you as well. So the protective someone, like you said, Donna, the protective someone is watching and looking after you and bringing you in the fold, as it were, and you're not out isolated on your own in the wild. So just wanted to add that. I thought that was an opportune thing.
And Jenny's like, oh wow, yeah. So I do want to say hi to good morning to Sean G. And Jenny A is here, or sorry, Charismatic Karen is here. Yeah.
Jenny A keeps coming. Love that card. Yeah, it's a gorgeous card with the cow with the headdress. I love it. It's like Daisy, isn't it? It's like what they used to do, isn't it? For like the
when they had the fairs and
the fairs, and they'll dress the animals up and parade them through the street. When they take them to show them off and be, win best cow in show kind of thing.
Exactly. And
the one with the biggest udders,
and I love the sunflowers. The sunflowers are always, to me, like, sunflowers will always go to the light. The sunshine, they always, and if it's a cloudy day, then they face to each other. So that, to me, I just love that about the flowers, is that they.
Yeah. And Jesus is the light of the world. So the sun, Love it, love it. Who's next? Who's next? Kath.
Next is Kath
Kath.
Cruz.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi, Kath. Let me bring on the cards. We shall see. So, next actions from OJ. Sagittarius
Ooh.
man towards me. You're an Aries. All right. So, what does Kath need to know about the next actions from OJ towards her, please? What does Kath need to know about OJ's next actions towards her, please? What does Kath need to know about OJ's next actions towards her? My microphone is turned on, right? Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
It's
We
happened before. It's happened before. I've gone through a whole reading, and the chat was going on. Your microphone's off. Your microphone's off. And I did the whole reading, and then I looked at the chat. So I don't look at the chat while I'm reading, and I realized that nothing came through. I'm like, oh my god! I just gave the reading of my life, and it didn't go through. But there we go. Okay, good. One from the top and one from the bottom, as we always do. Let's have a look at what we're seeing here. Ooh. I feel that you've dodged a bullet with OJ. I mean, not just because of the name, right? I mean, we'll ignore the fact that this guy's called OJ. Those of you of a certain age will know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
excuse the pun. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel that you've dodged a bullet here with that one. I mean, he's a Sagittarius, so very fiery temperament, possibly a very angry person. And I would say there is no reason for you to entertain him any further. You are much better off without. It's kind of like you've walked away because he's been a bit of an arse. I'm saying it as it's coming through. Jesus can be quite funny at times. Not how you expect him to talk, maybe, but that's how it is. So he's been quite of an arse to you, and you've kind of stepped away, going, "No, I'm not entertaining that," which is the best thing you could have done because you're much stronger, you're much better. You have much more confidence when you are not with this person, because this person put you down a lot. This person made you feel worthless. This person isn't someone that you really want to entertain any further. So really, this is what you need to know. So you say, what are his next actions towards you? And really, what you need to know about this person is that best to be left alone, really. Best to not entertain anything from this person. He's an angry sort of person. Is he likely to come forward and maybe he wants to have an argument? He wants to have a fight. If you've walked away and left the argument in the air, he's going to want to come and have another round of it, like a boxing match, perhaps. Just to entertain it. Every time he comes through with anger, walk away from it. You are better off. You're stronger. You are more confident, and you have a better outlook for yourself moving forward away from this person. I don't feel that this is the person you need to be entertaining, at least in the state that they're in. And we do have to remember that the minor arcana are temporary cards. So it's not necessarily saying that he's permanently this way, that's him and that's it. But at least at the moment, while he is angry and while he is kind of not really being a very nice person, putting it mildly, the best thing to do would be to just walk away from it and not entertain him until he either calms down. If he doesn't calm down, then move on. You're much better off without, my darling. God bless. Amen. I hope that helps, and I hope it, guys. Let me know in the chat, please. Donna, anything you'd
Yes,
like to add?
I would love to add to that. You know me.
Yeah, that's why I ask.
I'm just going to keep my camera where it is. So being a Sagittarius has a way of being aloof sometimes, and they are very blunt. And sometimes they are so blunt that it is hurtful. And that is part of the Sagittarius, kind of their personality of they'll just say it as it is, and they don't think of how hurtful it is. But you've got a few weeks from now. So I'm thinking a few weeks from now, you may be having that conversation, another conversation. And is that conversation repeating? Are you always having the same conversations of, hey, you're the things that you say are hurtful, or that they're kind of blowing you off, or all of a sudden they're ghosting you? Then you got the peacock spirit, and it is let it shine. So be yourself. Don't let somebody tell you that you are too much, that you are not you're not good enough, or you embarrass them, or that's not the person for you, because your person needs you to be who you truly are. And if you're anything like me, I do really weird things, and I really embarrass my kids, but because that's me, and they know that's me. So and that is be yourself, even if it might be embarrassing in public. That Sagittarius have unfortunate, they can say things that'll set you on fire, because it's like that was hurtful or that was mean, but they don't realize that they don't have that filter. So Kath, this one, as the cards are showing now, is be yourself. A few weeks from now, you may be seeing, yeah, you know what, I should let that person go. uh, Mercury's asking, Donna, are you a Sagittarius? No, I was once married to one. But but they say things, and they don't mean to be hurtful in any way. So sometimes, but Kath, in a few weeks you will be hearing from the Sagittarius again. And so, but if you are repeating those conversations over and over, if it's the same argument, they're not getting it. They're not heeding what you're saying. But there is somebody for you, and you are going to find somebody with your same energy that is going. And I see that's. I would give it, the winter is always a really tough time because everybody's worried about, oh, I don't want to be alone at Christmas time. It's okay to be alone at Christmas time. Think of all the money you're saving by not having to buy someone that may not be around later for gifts. And then you also got this beautiful card, the Dove Spirit, and that is be peace. Be at peace. So that is, bring that peace, bring the peace in to you. And if somebody is keeping that peace, that isn't helping you with that peace, let them go. Kath, keep us informed of what's going on. We would love to hear. So I just want to add to that. We have Sean G. You've been added to the list. We've got yours, and we also got Charismatic Karen. So thank you, Kath. Wish we had better news for you on that one. And hi, Venus.
Hi, Venus. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying with the dove as well, the dove spirit, that is, that inner peace, that is so much like the strength card, that when you have that inner peace, you feel much more, because the strength card is not about physical strength or outwardly strength. It's that inner strength that you have, that confidence, and that, just that, literally strength and confidence within yourself. And that's when you find peace within yourself, you have that strength and that confidence within you that you may not be experiencing right now, or you may not have had before, so it's yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that inner peace is strength. Like, it is that you've got it. And Cherry Blossom, yes, you have been. And Mercury, I believe we do. Let me just have a look on the. So why don't I read out who we have? So I Am Lulu is next. Johanna, Jazz, Crystal, Cherry Blossom, Mercury, Venus, Eternal Moonlight, Jax, we have you, we have Sean G, and we have Charismatic Karen. I
I know
love the new change.
yeah, you're slipping up with the name as well, aren't you? Because it's been forever that we've called her Karen, Karmic Karen, and now we have to say
That's
charismatic Karen.
yeah, which is I think that
We-
is
we-
like such a better energy for you.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
you're welcome, Cherry Blossom. So
Can I
next,
just say that I'm a Sagittarius rising.
yeah, but that is,
Yeah.
that is that.
But it's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
No doubt.
because I know when
Moon
you go,
is
really,
me.
Donna? And I'm like, I've got Sagittarius moon, so
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
it's
So
and
there
sometimes
is
it's
that
like,
bluntness in me. There is. It's true, because I do have that. Like I say on my channel, I say it as it is, and if you like it, fine. If you don't, well, you don't have to watch. It's like,
yeah, but that's the thing too. If it's not your like if when there's drama happening or there's a situation happening and it doesn't really involve me, I get aloof and I'm like, well, it doesn't really come into my
mm,
world, so meh. And I no, meanwhile
with
everybody's
the
like their
moon,
house is on
yeah,
fire and I'm like,
yeah.
not my house, right?
With the
So
Sagittarius moon, that will kind of make you go into the thing. Yeah, the problem is that I end up getting involved. That's my thing because
yeah.
because it's my rising. I end up getting involved. It's like, no, this is an injustice. I need to get involved. I need to say something here. And they're like,
Yeah. But
right,
but the thing is that you call it as it is. And
yeah,
that's the thing. There is
yeah,
no
that's it.
guessing whether it's the truth or
No,
the yeah.
that's it. Yeah, and you either
Yeah.
take it or you leave it. You have the choice. We all have choices, and God made us with the ability to discern and to make our own choices. And by the way, God, Jesus is okay with that. We're not disappointing anyone if we make certain choices. Are they the best choices for us? That's for you to discern.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was married to a Sagittarius and back then it was like, so what do you like how do you like my new outfit or whatever? And he'd be like, not so much. And I'm like, and I would be hurt, like devastated. And he was like, and then when, years down the road, I'd be looking at pictures going, why did I wear that? Like, damn, he was right. But it was, at the time, it was so hurtful. And I'd be like, but don't I look good in it? And be like, yeah, actually, I didn't. He was, I hate to
Excellent.
say,
Yeah. And it's true, though, isn't it? What they say, a true friend would really be honest and blunt with you. You
that's
know.
right. Yeah.
Oh
Mercury's
dear
laughing
me.
because, yeah. And you don't mean to, and I am Lulu says that she's Libra Gemini. So that Gemini is the chatty part of Lulu. So yeah. Um,
Yeah.
and my spouse that
That's
passed was Sagittarius, hard to talk to. Yeah.
I'm sure Sagittarius has some positive points. They're driven, they're goal
Oh yeah.
oriented, and they have a passion for life. And they do see things through. So
Yeah,
let's
and,
not
and
let's not crap on them completely today.
yeah, and I have been told that I have been blunt, and I have been
Yeah.
like this was many years ago where people would say, "Can you be just a little more gentle with the way you say things?" But like I'm a Cancer, like sun, so like I'm like, "Oh, come to my house, and I will feed you, and I will bathe you with all that love and everything else." And then it's like, yeah, but it's like
You lull them into
no.
a false sense of security. You feed them up and you give them love, and then you cut them down.
Yeah, yeah, like exactly. It would be. Oh yeah, but that's the thing is like a lot of people would prefer to hear the
Yeah.
um
Well, that's the thing,
you
isn't
know
it? People say that though. Oh, no, no, no. Let's look at this for a minute because people say, "Oh, I'd prefer to know the truth," but then when you give it to them, they're like, "Oh,
yeah.
why did you have to be so?" It's like, well, the truth is not sugar coated, right? It's what it is. It's
Yeah. Hi, divine timing. Just like, I love the straightforward. Yes, but sometimes it's like maybe just softening it
Are
a
we? Yeah.
little bit. Yeah,
Are we
and
actually
then
ready for the bluntness? That's the thing, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. I was told I'm too honest. Yeah, I actually ask now when friends say, "How does this look? Do you want me to be honest?" Yeah,
Well, that does, the question that we always say, the thing we always say as tarot readers is when you come to a tarot reading, careful what you ask for. And I always say, when you ask a question, don't ask a
yeah,
question and then be surprised or upset by what you get, because be very mindful. Are you ready to hear, when you ask a question, are you ready to hear the answer? If you
yeah.
are, then great, we'll go ahead. If not, then don't ask the question. And that's so true, Lulu, isn't it? If you really want to know me to answer that question, then ask me. If you're not ready to hear my opinion on it, then don't ask me that question.
Like, I want you to be honest with other people. Don't be like that with me. Right?
Lie to me,
Yeah,
deceive me.
exactly. So here we go with our next question is
Oh,
Lulu,
it's Lulu.
would love a reading. What is important for me to know in the coming month?
Good. That's a nice question to ask. That's a good question to
Yeah.
ask. Let's have a look. Let's bring on the cards. So, Heidi, hi, Lulu. Je suis Lulu. Oui, c'est moi. All right. So, what does Lulu need to know for the coming month? What does Lulu need to know about the coming month? What's important for Lulu in the coming month, please? What's important for Lulu in the coming month? What's important for Lulu in the coming month? Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Who's loving these cards, by the way? Let me know if you're enjoying the look and the color. It's the RWS artwork by Pamela Coleman Smith, but just colored in a different way, and I love the style. I really do. Okay. This is a reoccurring theme for you, Lulu. It is. So there's still some things you need to be aware of. There's still some things you need to learn. We are all learners, right? I mean, I'm not in any position to say that I know everything. I'm a master. I never call myself a master of tarot or a master of divinity or whatever, because when people start calling themselves masters of, then they develop this attitude that they know everything, and then your mind closes and you're no longer open to learning. I'm a Gemini and I'm always open to learning, and I feel I'm a student of life, and uh, throughout our whole lives, we are constantly learning. So this is really an energy for everyone as well. But for you, Lulu, you are still learning. You are still learning about your spirituality. You are still learning about what faith and spirituality means for you, because faith and spirituality, although we may be part of communities or religions that share the same ethos or the same things, ideas or approaches, faith and spirituality is still very personal. And I believe in a faith, and I know of God and Jesus, who wants to have a personal, intimate relationship with every one of us, and probably in very different ways. So you're still learning here about what faith and spirituality means for you. And it may mean that you have to unpack, if you got your bag, your handbag, um, of many different things, of your faiths and your belief systems that you've been carrying around with you, there could be some things that you might need to get out of that bag, to unpack from that bag, because there may be some systems or traditions that don't resonate with you anymore. And there may be some new ones that you need to put in your bag, or not replace them, because there's too much going on. Maybe too many things that are conflicting ideas, and that's probably why you're not getting as clear a connection with the divine as you would like to, as you want to, as you're aiming for, because there's still some more development and learning in spirituality that you still need to have. And I feel that now it's that part where as a kid I learned this, as a teen I learned this, as a young adult I learned this, and now where am I with everything? And we've all gone to that place. If you focus on spirituality for a minute, I'm definitely in that place in, mid 40s, kind of unpacking the old and trying to make sense of things. um but yeah, because, and this is important to you, this is so important to you because you have a feeling you have a feeling of sadness and regret about how you have connected with the divine previously, because it may not have resonated, it may not have worked, or it may have brought you trauma or hurt. So, because let's face it, um, certain organizations or religions within faith are not divine and are not inspired by God, and they do end up hurting or traumatizing people, unfortunately. And so we do obviously move away from those types of organizations. But really, what we need to do is, if we have experienced some nastiness in the past in connection to any religious group or society, it's move away from that society or group or religion, but don't move away from the faith. So this could be a kind of coming back to faith for you in some way, that maybe you've walked away from God, from Jesus, or from the essence of that at some point because of bad experiences in your past that you're still processing. And really, we need to come back and look at God, look at Jesus, those names, like I said at the beginning of today. Using in the prayers God and Jesus, let's try and be more comfortable with using that terminology, because for you it's important to revisit those original messages and look at them, learn about them, the teachings of Jesus, in a very different modern way that you've not been taught before. Because there needs to be some healing. There needs to be some healing, because whenever you look at your past, whenever you look back, there are things about your faith and spirituality that you need to reconcile, and you need to kind of relearn, unpack, relearn, or learn in a very different way. And then don't forget that it's not all about the past, that when we are ready to then move forward, we still have the opportunities moving forward to connect with God, to connect with Jesus in a much more beautiful, intimate, and profound way. Because the Two of Cups is about the intimacy, that intimate love with Jesus, with God, that we all can have. And if you've lost your way, we all at some point may lose our way along the path. It's time to come back. Time to come back to God and Jesus in a much more beautiful, intimate way. God bless. Amen. Lulu, I hope it helps and I hope it guides. Let us know in the chat how that resonates, my darling. Thank you. Donna, anything you'd like to
So
add to that? I see cards on the table.
yes, I was shuffling while you were, and these came up for
Yeah.
her. But I am Lulu says, "Oh my God, I literally had an epiphany of a hurt, of the hurt from a bad religious experience I had forgotten."
Bless
So
you, Lulu. Yeah. It's hard, and that's what you need to know about this month, really. I never wanted children. My ex dragged our pastor over to sit with me and tell me I was wrong. Oh lordy. Yeah.
oh
And these religions are misguided because they interpret scripture literally or in a way that's not needed. I was female, was to have children. Yeah, yeah. Nature, nurture and serve. That was the role, and I was betraying it. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. It's
yeah,
awful, isn't
that
it?
is, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why, like I said in your reading, Lulu, you're now saying, don't walk away from God or Jesus, because they didn't indoctrinate that to you. That pastor did, and that religion. I always say religion and faith are very different, right? Religion is man-made, and faith is your personal relationship with God and Jesus, and that's what you need to come back to. You need to come back to that. And this coming month, is just to go back to your question. Sorry, Donna, before you carry on.
Yeah.
Um, it's just to say that for the coming month, focus on coming back to Jesus, coming back to God in a modern way as an adult, trying to heal those past hurts, because they didn't hurt you. the pastor did and the religion that pastor represented hurt you, but not God and not Jesus. And I hope you can make that distinction. And hopefully, like you said in Epiphany, you'll have some new revelations about faith and about your relationship with God and Jesus, hopefully.
And I have for you, don't settle, dream big. There's more for you. So you know what's happening in your life. Don't settle. Don't, right now it's, don't, don't say, oh, well, this is okay. Don't let things just be okay. Do things that give you that passion. You are on a new spiritual road. You know that. You know things are opening up for you. I know things are opening up for you. And there's way more for you, and for you to follow spirit guidance, follow that, because it is showing you the way. And then you get the chameleon, and the chameleon spirit is act as if. So when you have those questions of like, well, what will my life be like if this happens? Does Feel into that. Does that give you joy? Do you feel when you are in joy and things are going well, you're happy to help others? That is all part of being connected with spirit. That is that higher happiness, joy, because you're more happier to help others. So act as if. So whatever you are striving for, act as if you already have it. You've got it. And if you look at all the beautiful colors of the chameleon, of and that always reminds me, when I see all the rainbow colors of the twinkling, that reminds me of spirit. Spirit's around. Spirit is letting you know that you're not alone. And so act as if things are going your way. And I'm so sorry that you went through that with the pastor, or the whatever the pastor was also putting in his own thoughts, and that was wrong. It wasn't, as Govinda says, that wasn't Jesus' way. But act as if, because you've got this. You know that you're connected with spirit, and just keep that going, because this card wants to come out as well. And it is the vulture spirit, and it is nothing is wasted. So that what you learned from that pastor is going to help you, and it's going to you helping others with it. Is knowing that just because somebody has an opinion doesn't mean that they are right. And that is also in the religious leaders in the church, the way that the church has been running for how many years. Not necessarily, and I'm not saying every church and every is the same, but unfortunately you just ended up getting a bad apple out of that whole cart. So I hope that that helps. Lulu, let us know, because I know that you are opening up to a much more open spiritual. Lulu is starting to really open up spiritually. It's amazing watching her growth. It's quite joyful. She's doing beautifully right now. So next we have so Lulu, thank you very much for asking your question. And so Johanna's asking if she can have a reading, and I have her reading is right.
Do you have a question?
Here it is. It is.
Can I have a general
reading?
Of course you can, my love. Let's bring on the card.
And we are going.
Johanna Lydia Lula. Heidi, hi, good to see you. We're switching over.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Here we
Johanna Lydia Lula, how are you doing? What does Johanna Lydia Lula need to know? What does Johanna Lydia Lula need to know? What does Johanna Lydia Lula need to know?
I'm just going to put up I am Lulu just says, it just literally leapt into my head, that scenario. I was obviously meant to recall that blockage. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, G and Donna. You are
Yeah,
welcome.
you're welcome. And that's it,
Yeah,
isn't it? You're part of your learning is you're meant to unpack those things and heal those things before you move any
yes.
further forward, you know? Yeah. All right. So Johanna, one from the top and one from the bottom, as we see. Ooh. Okay. Oh, today is some really strong energy. It's really sort of, strong women today, the theme, I feel. It's strong, empowered women. Don't take any crap. Heal what you need to heal and move on. And this, so much empowerment for you, Johanna. It's that empowerment that I'm talking about. It's that you make your own choices and don't let anyone influence you. Don't let anyone speak for you. You have a voice, and that voice needs to be heard. And you are more than capable of making your own decisions for the better. And this is part of your life that needs changing. There's a radical change that you need to go through, and it's unavoidable. There's nothing else. Something big, major in your life needs to change, around the communication, being heard, or being respected, as in your voice or your decision making, not being noted or taken seriously. And you have really good, valid opinions and really good way of thinking, and really good, you have a really good, truthful, honest way of talking and making decisions. You're very good at making decisions. You have a very clear mind, and you can anticipate what's coming on the horizon, and so you're making decisions based not just on the here and now, but what you're already anticipating coming through. So it's vital that you, through your own decisions and the way you communicate and the way you present yourself to others, through that way of being, you need to invoke a real change in your life. It's time for things to change. It's time for you to step up and be this person who doesn't take any crap from anyone. Because the Queen of Swords, she's got a sword for a reason. She doesn't have to use it. And she is a queen. So she is still very nurturing and is coming from a place of love and a place of care. But at the same time, it doesn't mean she has to be all soft and malleable and, oh, I'm just gonna, back off. We need to not back off and stand our ground. And you've got a sword, and you've got the word. Use it. So if there's something you need to say, then say it. Yes, people will change their opinion of you, and situations and things will change for you in your life when you start asserting yourself. Assertion is the word for you, my love. Asserting yourself more, letting your voice be heard, will bring about massive, important life changes for the better for you. God bless. Amen. I hope that helps and guides, my darling. Thank you. Let us know in the chat how this resonates with you, my lovely. Donna?
Yes. So I have new opportunities are coming. So that is, and then you also got the brown bear spirit, and that is take time out, because there are new opportunities coming. So before the storm starts, you need to get your rest. You need to get prepared, because there's going to be a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at things. There's new paths for you. New opportunities are coming, but you need to get your rest now, because it is take some time out now, because there's going to be transformations happening for you. There are new things coming your way, and it's going to need all of your energy. So Johanna, that is for you. I just want to just let everybody know now the questions are closed. And I'll just let everybody know who we have on the list. Johanna, thank you very much for allowing us to do your reading for you. I hope that resonates. So let me just get who is. So we have Jazz, we have Crystal 1983, we have Cherry Blossom, we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Eternal Moonlight, We have Jax, Mangled Unicorn, and Sean G. We have a Charismatic Karen, and we have Angela Hunter, Sarah, Hibiscus Healing, and Anna Wright. Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're here till midnight.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to start speeding up our shocking, and we're going to just...
Yeah, if you want to understand these readings, you have to play this back in slow mode.
That's right. So if you know, and remember, you can always come back to the readings. Govinda's face was funny. We just have 30 more to go. Are you okay? Yeah. So now we have Jazz. Does the universe want me to restart my thesis writing, or should I let it go?
Got 2 songs coming in mind for that. Come on down and let us paint the town and all that jazz. And just let it go, let it go.
Yeah. See, it was all about the music. And Jazz is here. Yeah.
Jazz is here. Good on you, my love. Heidi, hi, Jazz. How are you doing? So, does the universe want me to restart my thesis writing, or should I let it go? Well, I think I mentioned this to you way back when. Don't ask me when, because it all blurs into one. But way back when, I think I mentioned this to you at that time. Let's have a look, though, Jazz. What does Jazz... Dear God, dear Jesus, what does Jazz need to know about restarting her thesis writing? What does Jazz need to know about restarting her thesis writing? What does Jazz need to know about restarting her thesis writing?
Jax, I think we can get you, no problem. Jax is saying, no worries. We could take her off the list, but...
No. Oh, no, I'm only joking. No, oh, please. No, I'm only joking with that. No. I thought we were halfway done. It sounds like we barely started, so it's all right. No, it's fine. It's all good. Don't worry. No, don't take anyone off the list. Yeah. Don't you dare.
So Jazz says, a month ago, I joined a teaching job. I get out the stuck energy I was in, to get out of the stuck energy.
Okay, I joined the teaching. Yeah. You joined the teaching job to get out of the stuck energy. Yeah, because way back when I said, focus on the job rather than the writing because you were blocked. And then I said to you that your teaching was only going to be temporary. And your current job is bringing you the rewards. It's bringing you the money that you need. To get back into using your word. Again, the Queen of Swords comes up again, using your voice, using your words. Because, yes, the teaching job is not permanent. This is helping you be independent. This is helping you have the money and the support that you need in the real material world to get cracking with expressing your thoughts and opinions as you would do in a thesis. So I would say that yes, as we approach winter, this is the right time, and the winter is the right season. So 3 months of winter, what we're looking at, November, December, January, February, however you want to look at it. Probably December, January, February, isn't it? That's more likely the timing for when you're going to be expressing yourself in the best possible way. So yeah, keep doing your teaching jobs. That's giving you the money and the support that you need to free up your mind, to give clarity to your mind, so you can express your thoughts and your ideas in the thesis. But yes, get back to it. But get back to it kind of late November, December, early December time, when we get into sort of the winter months. During the winter months, you will crack on with your thesis and you'll get it done. God bless. Amen. Hope it helps, and I hope it guides. Let us know in the chat, my love, how you get on with that. Donna.
Yes, I've got the Fox Spirit, and the Fox Spirit is think on your feet. So that is telling me that you might, I know that you're working, but try and get out walking. And sometimes when you're walking, you actually get ideas, and that might help you write your thesis as you are Sometimes when you're busy elsewhere, all of a sudden these ideas and clarity comes to you, and so a lot of confusion right now, a lot of work. So you ended up getting two of these cards, which is nurture, and it says friendship, family, cook, motherhood, feed your soul. So nurture yourself. Take that time out for yourself. Get into nature. Go take those walks. Even though that your day is really busy, try and get at least 5 minutes if you can. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it really sinks in at that point. Then you got lemonade, and you know what lemonade is. Make the best out of the sour in your life, and that is so. Make the best of the situation. So because right now you're working, but should you be writing your thesis? I think once you start to get into a routine, and if you can get that walking in, you will get the clarity, and it might actually write itself. And take care of yourself, but you will get that message when it's time to start writing it. Because if you're still feeling blocked, now is not the time. Jazz, I hope that helps. I hope that brings some clarity for you.
Yeah, I just
Um,
want to reiterate on that yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm saying, Jazz, yeah, right now is not the time because one, we're still in autumn and you still, like Donna says, you're still getting into your routine and kind of start the term. You've started the term, there's a lot to get used to, but by the time winter comes around, not only do you have the holiday break, but you also, things are a bit more calmer for you during the winter months to actually crack on with your thesis during those 3 months. Especially during January and February, you'll have the mind space and clarity to deal with all of that. So yeah, no, right now you're right, Jazz. Right now is not the time, but come December onwards, then that is the perfect time
mhm.
for you to get on with it.
Yeah, let that time, because then you'll start getting clarity of.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Jazz. That was a pleasure to read for you. And Crystal, 1983, are you here? Will Nixon and me, Carrie Ann, ever communicate ever again? So Carrie Ann, are you here?
Is Kerry Ann Crystal? Crystal is Kerry Ann, I
Crystal,
imagine.
1983, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just to make sure that we're not asking
Yes,
about third
she is
parties here.
here. Yes,
Well, nice to
yeah.
meet you, Kerry Ann Crystal, 1983. For will Nixon and me ever communicate ever again? So, what does Kerry Ann need to know about communicating with Nixon again? What does Kerry Ann need to know about communicating with Nixon again? What does Kerry Ann need to know about communicating with Nixon again? This seems to, like I said, there is an underlying theme of today of empowered women being stronger when they are independent. And this is saying that the distance between you and Nixon is the right thing for you. Whoever walked away from this, whether you walked away or Nixon walked away, it just wasn't adding up. It just wasn't bringing you the joy and fulfillment that you were wanting. And the justice card is just coming through to say that it was the right thing to do. It's the right thing for you. You will have you'd have better prospects. You see, you feel like you've lost with Nixon not communicating and kind of walking out of your life, or that distance between you. You feel like you've lost when really you've won, because this is the best outcome for you. You may not understand it now and you may not appreciate it now because you don't know what's coming ahead and you're not able to envision a happier life. But sometimes, most of the time, these things come for a reason, and Jesus and God are really directing you to not go and revisit that relationship because it's done. It did what it meant to do. It has no more legs to run with, and the thing that the separation and the distance between you is the best thing for you, because you will start making better decisions for yourself, and you will have a better, brighter future because of this separation between you. So you, like I said, you may not see it now because you may just see the distance and the leaving and the separation. But when we start weighing things up objectively, if you can step out of yourself and look at what really have you lost from this relationship, you'll weigh things up objectively, and you actually figure out that actually I'm gaining more than I've lost through this departure and separation, and that it's for the best, as sometimes we say, right? But it's true in your case. It's for the best, because there are this is not meant to be a forever relationship. This is meant to be a relationship or a connection that taught you something, and you're now weighing up what you've learned. You're weighing up, right, well, who behaved, who did this, who did what, and uh, I I need to make better decisions in the future so I don't end up with someone like this person again, or in this situation again. Crystal says, justice, wow, we have an upcoming court matter, October the 23rd. So, okay, so regarding your court matter then, separation is so important, really. The court case is going to be in your favor. That's what I'm getting with this card as well. So everything is coming up for you in the positive way, as long as that separation is maintained. All right, my darling? Emotional separation in particular. All right? God bless. Amen. I hope it helps, and I hope it guides. Let me know, because I do feel also, just to add on, I'm just getting one last thing come through. Sorry. There's like shouted at me before, don't finish yet. It's like, I feel that Nixon's already moved on. And so it's the best thing for you to kind of let that go, let him go, sort out the court case. It's going to end up in your favor, and then things are going to be better for you moving forward. But I do feel that what I'm getting here is that Nixon has already moved on as well. So it's kind of like, don't sit there pining after someone that's not coming back, right? And it's the best thing to happen for you, my love. God bless. Let us know how you get on. I love an update.
And then you get the let it flow, not let it go, let it flow. So you know what that means. It wasn't worth the, and this is creativity. Sorry, my lighting's very bad for me to read. Great ideas and inspiration. So when it says let it flow, I would say number one with that relationship, flush it down the toilet, let it go. But let it flow, because that was holding you back, and now your creativity can start really blossoming. And you also got the brown bear spirit, and that is take a break, take some time out. Going through all the court matters and everything, you need to give a timeout for your soul, almost, because it feel the energy that I'm picking up is that it's really high anxiety, or it's a lot of stress that is with it. So once you let that flow, you let that go, then things will come more creative for you, and better things are yet to come. So you are very welcome, Crystal. And let us know how it goes for you. I see that, the more that you let it go, and that you just let, however it comes out in the court case, just let it go. Don't keep fighting, because that holds back so much of your energy. And it's when you hold on to negative stuff, that negativity will always surround you. So let it go, and then your creativity and things will blossom more so in your life. So that's what I have for you, Crystal. I hope that resonates. And Cookalicious is in the house.
Hi, Cookalicious. He's woken up from his little siesta, I see.
Yeah,
No, so I told him
nice.
earlier. I jokingly said to him earlier, I said, you always go to sleep in the afternoons and you never come and see me during my live or say hello.
So here
So
he
he's
is.
making a
He's
point now. He's like,
probably
I'm here. Hi.
he's having tea. He's just sitting
Yeah,
back
you can hear
watching.
me in the other room. He's got me on
Yeah.
the stereo now.
And Cherry Blossom, I would love a love reading, please. And
Ooh,
thank
love.
you.
Let's have a look then. Cherry Blossom. Love the name, by the way. Cherry Blossom. Love is
Yes.
in the
Oh, Venus says it's 11:11.
11:11.
And Cherry
God
Blossom,
is
are
with
you
us.
here?
Okay. What does Cherry need to know about love? What
Love is
does
in the
Cherry
air.
Blossom
Do,
need to
do,
know?
do, do.
Well, look around. Love is in the air.
See,
Every
I got that
side and
too.
every
Yeah.
sound. What does
And I
Cherry
got
Blossom need to know?
do more of what you love. So when you're doing
Ooh.
stuff that you love and you enjoy, that's when
That's when love
love
will
hits.
come. Yeah, like I say back in the day when we used to have a thing called evening classes, where
Yes.
after work you would go to the local community center and you go and learn pottery or sewing or you do something practical. That's when people used to find their love matches, right? Because if you're in a class learning about the same hobby topic, it's chances are you have the same interest. You've got something to communicate with, and therefore you're doing something you love, so you're more relaxed and you're finding someone who loves doing the same thing. You've got something to connect with, some shared experience that you're then going to fall in love with each other doing that thing. I mean, Ghost, the movie Ghost and pottery. I mean, we all know that scene, right? Whoopi Goldberg, who was, embodied, who was possessed by the spirit of Sam, Patrick Swayze, and Demi Moore having that moment with the pottery. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's have a look. So what does Cherry Blossom need to know about love? Oh, we got a card that flew out of the deck for you, my darling. So we got the Hermit card popping out for you. So really, don't give up on your search. Don't give up on searching, because this is the thing, right? Be guided by your heart. Be guided by God's Spirit, by Jesus, which is the light. Be guided towards the light. Carol Ann, be guided by the light that shines before you. Trust in your intuition. Trust in God. Trust in Jesus. Follow where they lead, basically. And sometimes we do have to put ourselves aside, our ego, our personality aside, and let ourselves be led by God or Jesus. And when we hear our intuition talking, our heart talking, it tells us something that may be random. Go to this coffee place, or go and drive to this, or go and see this movie, and you're thinking, really, this is so random. But then you go and bang, something happens, right? So it's kind of like trusting God, trusting Jesus, and follow where you're being told to go, because something magical is going to happen there. But let me pull the other card for you, because this card just flew out. So that obviously wanted to be mentioned for you. But let's pull the two cards that we normally get. So you get an extra card, my love. So one from the top and one from the bottom. We get the Page of Cups. Like I was saying, don't give up your search. Keep looking, especially when you allow yourself to be guided by God and the light of Jesus, because a surprising connection the lover will come into your life in a very surprising way. One from the bottom. Let's have a look. Okay, we get the moon card. What I can see for you is the person that you are connecting with at the next, when you're allowing your heart to guide you, allowing Jesus and God to guide you to where and who you're going to be meeting. A surprise, probably someone that you wouldn't normally choose for yourself, or probably when you least expect it. Let's go with that as well. When you least expect it, someone's going to pop up and say, hello, love is calling. Like Avon calling, ding dong, Avon calling. Anyone remembers the Avon lady? Showing my age, as always. But it's that kind of thing, ding dong, love is calling, and you'll be like, oh, what? But my hair's not ready. I'm not in you're in the perfect situation, my darling. And it's going to be someone you have a very deep emotional resonance with. It's someone who how you have a shared, again, I talked about shared experiences earlier before I even drew the cards when we talked about the evening classes off Donna's card that she got. But there is a shared experience that you both have had in your past that brings you together. There's something shared experience in your past that brings you together at the same place, at the same time. Hot damn, there we go. So yeah, don't give up, keep searching. Let me just see. This is going to be, I know you're probably asking me for timing. I can hear you going, but when? This is probably likely to be over a number of months rather than anything quicker, and definitely nothing longer than that. I'm just saying that because of a lot of the water energy here, and we have to allow ourselves to be guided by Jesus, by God, our hearts to guide us where we need to go. It's let it flow naturally. Let things happen naturally in that way. And so what I'm getting here is be prepared for it to happen over the coming months, not longer than that, but definitely not quicker than months. All right, my darling. God bless. Amen. Let us know how that resonated with you. Thank you for asking your question. Donna?
And Cherry Blossom, as you know, I got the do more of what you like. Do what gives you a little bit of passion. And then you have the lion spirit, which is be generous with of spirit. So when you are being generous with spirit, that means that you are doing what gives you courage, and be yourself, and allow yourself to be you, and that will help you bring in the right person for you that you connect. And it's keep that light going, because you are definitely, when you're doing what you like, and when spirit is with you, that's when the right person comes in. And just like Govinda says, it's in the next few months. So there you go. Govinda, do you have anything further with that one?
No, that's really all I had to say about it, was that in the coming months, naturally you will be in the right place at the right time, and it will just pop up without when you least expect it. So while you keep searching for it,
Yeah,
don't kind of be obsessed about it. Just let things flow, and you'll be guided. Just be open-hearted to be led by Jesus and by God to the right place at the right time.
exactly. And I also added Cookielicious to the because he is one of the biggest supporters we know. And Dreezy Uncut says, "Hey Gov, I'm going to pay for a reading." So okay,
There you
so
go, Drizzy. Hi, my love. Well, we're not doing donations for today, my darling. That'll have to be next time I'm live, which hopefully will be tomorrow. Next week, either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, or all 3 days. Can't tell right now because my life is a bit all over the place with things. As you know, I am currently planting my ministry, Disciples of Jesus, and the Christian Tarot. So I'll be on tomorrow. If not, it'll be Wednesday and or Friday. So Dria, no donations are open for today. That will be on my usual live Christian Tarot.
but it could be a personal reading as well. And
Yeah. If you want to donate, if you want to purchase a personal reading, then you can do that as well over on my website.
Next we have Mercury. Mercury, are you in as well? You're welcome, Cherry Blossom.
You're welcome, my love. Thank you.
And everybody's hoping that you will be in.
Yeah.
In tomorrow. So don't forget, go over to Govinda's channel, and if you're from my channel, go hit that subscribe and the bell, and then you'll get notification when he is live. He is amazing.
And if you're over on my channel, The Christian Tarot, then please hop over to Donna Marie, Healing Readings with Donna Marie, or by Donna Marie. And you please subscribe and click that bell icon so you can be notified. She does amazing, wonderful readings. And she does some recorded content as well, for something very unique about your name initials. So whether it's for yourself or any of your name initials or anyone you know, they are very, very powerful readings on those and very unique. I don't see anyone else doing that. So if you want to experience the wonderful healing wisdom of Donna Marie, then pop over to her channel and support her as well. Mercury, let's have a look. Why don't you come on over, Mercury?
Where I'm going to move to,
Haverton.
Haverton.
What does
What
my
does my
spirit guide?
spirit guides want me to know? Do they
Do
approve?
they approve? Okay, well, we
And
asked
Mercury
about
is here.
the
It's good to see you,
other day.
Mercury.
Can I just clarify, because your state, I know you're in Canada, but you're that neck of the woods, and is PA Pennsylvania? Have I got that right, or is it something else?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Mercury, is it Pennsylvania?
I just every time I see PA, I think Pennsylvania. Then I think, oh, it might not be. It might be something else. So I really don't know the geography of the US, and it's shameful. I know. Let's have a look. So, where I'm going to move in Haverton? What does my spirit guides want me
Yes, it
to
is
know?
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so what does Jesus God feel and think about Mercury's move to Haverton, Pennsylvania? What does Jesus God think and feel about
I got
Mercury's
trust
move?
God.
Trust God. A
A
new
new dawn.
dawn. There we go. You see, God is with us. Jesus is with us,
Yeah.
speaking to us both. What does Mercury need to know about what God Jesus thinks about her moving to Haverton, Pennsylvania? Okay, here we go. Let's split the deck, one from the top and one from the bottom. Yeah. Your hard work is paying off. You know what? This is a place where you're going to have opportunities for the physical world, so the material world around you. You're going to be in an environment that is supporting you to grow. It's nurturing you and supporting you to grow, and it's a place where people are going to notice you, where your skills and abilities are going to be noticed. So so really what Jesus God has to say about this, it's the right thing. It's the best place for you to be, because one, you're going to be cracking on with life. You're going to be learning and developing and progressing in life. And also you're going to be showing your unique skills and talents to people there, and people are going to notice that. So you've been wanting people to notice your skills and your talents and to recognize what you have to offer, and that's going to come through. So yeah, it looks very positive that you've got plenty to do when you get there as well. You're not gonna have time to rest. There's plenty to do, but it's the journey that's going to pay off. It's the journey that's going to pay dividends, and it's where you're meant to be. It's the path you're meant to be on. So yeah, definitely a fruitful experience for you, my darling. God bless. Amen. Hope it helps and guides, my darling. Thank you for asking your question today. Yes, all abundance. Exactly. That's absolutely right.
And to follow up with that trust God and a new dawn, definitely. Then you got the turkey spirit, which is very appropriate for this weekend because it is Canadian Thanksgiving, and that is give with gratitude and grace, and giving with gratitude and grace, and that is walking with spirit. So your guides, they are saying, yeah, that this is the right way to go because things are going to be opening up for you, and you're going to be feeling more and more, like you said, that you're using your intuition more. That is listening to your guides, your spirits, listening to where they are leading you, and you are. I think it's going to be a really positive move because like the card said, trust in God because you are being led in the right place. I feel that for this move. So, thank you so much, Mercury.
Yeah. It's just when you know that you're going to the right place that's going to support you, and it's going to bring a lot of rewards your way just by being in a certain place, because you know, when you're trying to do something, but it's not the right place and something just not clicking and it's just not working. So why isn't this should be working? Why isn't it working? Because you're not in the right place.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Now we have lovely Venus. Venus, are you here? We have. May I hear a message from my guides regarding the rest of this year? Thank you.
Ooh, let's have a look. And Venus was her name. Was that a song from the 80s? Banana Rama here in the UK. I don't know if anyone got that stateside. So Venus, yeah, baby, she's got it.
Yeah. And Mercury says, yes, I always listen to them. I trust in them and talk to God, Jesus, and
Yeah,
archangels and my spirit guides. Yeah,
there you go.
that's awesome.
That's
And
the best you
Venus
can
is
do.
here. You're
Venus is
welcome,
here. May I hear a
Mercury.
message?
Yeah.
You're welcome, Adine. May I hear a message from my guys regarding the rest of this year? Ooh, that's a nice one. Rest of this year. What does Venus need to know regarding the rest of this year,
Yeah.
please? What does Jesus God have to say for Venus about the rest of this year? What does Venus need to know from Jesus God about the rest of this year?
What is the message for Venus? I have keep it simple right away. Keep it simple, and keeping things simple, you know that then you're open.
Yep. And just to tie in with that, we're getting swords here for you coming out today. So we're seeing here that you need to have a really good, clear vision for the rest of this year. Step up and don't let your mind dominate you. You are in control of your mind. As long as you are being very honest and truthful with yourself, you know, you're not delusional, you're not um, believing things that are just not there, you know, being very transparent will come in handy for you for the rest of this year. Because when you are managing your mind a lot better, then your mind can rest. Because I feel that you have the tendency to overthink and take too much on in the headspace. And when you're honest with yourself about things and you're realistic with yourself in, you know, a very truthful way about the way things are looking, and you have that clarity of mind, these feed into each other. You know, when you're managing your mind better, then you have better clarity of mind and you have less heaviness on your mind. So you're able to have better sleep. So then more clarity of mind comes in. When we don't have the clarity of mind, when we have this jarring mind, you know, having daggers into us about this, about that, about everything, then we have no clarity of mind and we cannot rest. We cannot sleep. And sleep is so important for having clarity of mind. So if you're, it's not about the length of sleep, it's about the quality. If you're not getting good quality of sleep, then try to do things to clear your mind. You know, what I would say contemplative prayer. So rather than focusing on words or certain prayer words or thoughts, just sit quietly and allow thoughts to just come in and out, but focus on what God or Jesus or your guides want to communicate with you at that time. So it's being open to receiving anything rather than focusing on something. You know, like we can give ourselves headaches when we're concentrating on thinking about something for too much. And that comes from the mind really taking over you. And you need to kind of, you know, put the mind back in its place and say, actually, you do not control me. And when you sort that out and say, I am the boss of you, then you're able to have much better rest, better quality of rest, and then for you get better clarity of mind. And this is as we are approaching. So the rest of this year, as we are coming into the winter season, it's vital that you have for whatever's coming up. Um, this is the preparation for what's coming up. So whatever's coming up, you need to be in a position where you are, in control of your thoughts and your expression, and expressing yourself truthfully, not just to others, but within yourself, and also having that clarity of mind and that calm of mind to then get the proper rest. Get yourself into a sleep routine before the end of this year, because whatever's happening later on this year, you're going to need these qualities. All right, my darling. God bless. Amen. Hope it helps. And guys, let me know in the chat how that resonates with you today, my darling.
Thank you very much. People are just asking about the Thanksgiving that we had. So, and if it's the same as down in the States. So, and then we go, Venus is worried about my mom and other things. Yeah. So that is the,
Overthinking.
and she gets headaches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because using them much, and there are things we don't need to think about, right? There are things we don't need to concern ourselves with. And part of managing our mind better is managing our thoughts better, Yeah.
Exactly. And Venus, I have for you the canary spirit, and that is sing your own song. So, do what is when I get that card that comes up, that is about doing your thing. And like, if you need some time out and you need to just settle things down, take that time out. You don't have to keep up with the neighbors or everybody else. Do what brings you peace and what brings you joy. And if it's taking a time out and looking after yourself, that's the best thing you can do. And Venus, you're very welcome. And thank you very much for allowing us to read for you today.
Reminds me of the song from Mama Cass. Make your own kind of music. Sing your own special song. Yeah.
So I'm just going to go through the names that we have. We have Eternal Moonlight. And we have Jax, but she said we could pass if, but I think we get, and Sean G, Charismatic Karen, Angela, and Sarah, Anna, and Kukalicious. Woo! Okay, so now we are with Eternal Moonlight. Are you here?
May I get a reading on when I could reach my angels and spirit guides? On when you can reach your angels and spirit guides? Anytime you want to. Really? Anytime you want to, really. What does ethereal moonlight need to know about reaching her angels and spirit guides? Jesus God, what does ethereal moonlight need to know about reaching her angels and spirit guides? Ethereal moonlight wants to know about when she can reach her angels and spirit guides. It's really whenever you want to. You have to reach out to them. They won't reach out to you. I always imagine the angels being in like a call center where they're waiting for you to call them, and they can't, God can't intervene with us. Trust God again. Yeah.
Yeah. Trust God. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's kind of like, well, they're waiting for you to call them. And when you call them, their phone rings, and then they're like, yay, we can now get involved, but they can't get involved without you making that call. And we get the Hierophant card. Yeah. Progress will be made. Are you a bit muddled with your beliefs? Is what I need to know. Well, I don't need to know. Is for you to answer that question, really. Because I feel that you may be a bit confused about what system you believe in. So it's kind of like you have to kind of be more focused on what it is that you actually believe. What is your faith? Are you connecting with, angels, the traditional angels, the Christian or Catholic angels, or whatever, the saints and all of that, right? Are you more leaning towards more the spirit guides and animal guides and other things? So it's kind of like For you, you need to be more clear about what is your belief, what is the system that you are buying into, and have better focus on that. Because having better focus on who I'm trying to contact, what they represent, where they come from, in the sense, is it a Christian thing, is it a Buddhist thing, or is it whatever that comes from, you will see progress. You will see progress in real terms. You will see progress in your life, and you will see your light. You will start benefiting from that communication. But you need to give it time. You need to dedicate time to connecting with whoever it is you're trying to connect with, and it's focused. So for you, it isn't just sitting. Sometimes I recommend to people sit in a quiet room, contemplative prayer, where you're not saying anything but just feeling the energy. But for you, you do need to have some kind of guidance. So whether it is a guided meditation, or a guided prayer, or where you are hearing the words that you can then reiterate, you need some guidance in the direction that your faith is going. So I feel that you may be a bit confused or a bit muddled as to who you're contacting, and it's not that you're not able to connect, it's because the message is confused, that you're not getting to the people you need to get to. So having a better understanding of where your faith resides and what your doctrines are, what your systems are that you believe in, that will give you a focus on how you can approach contacting the right kind of angels or spirit guides or ascended masters or whatever your belief is, right? But once you're getting on with that and you start learning about that and being more focused about that, guided meditation, guided prayer groups, people from the right sort of denomination of your faith will, coming together as a community, someone leading a group in prayer or in meditation is going to help you to focus your energy in the right direction and bring actual real benefits. You will notice in real terms in your life progress, and things are happening for you that you'll notice some real progress in your life because of it. All right, my darling. God bless, amen. I hope it helps and I hope it guides you. But you can do this whenever. It just needs more focus. You need better focus on what it is you believe, and who you're actually contacting.
Yeah, and with that moonlight, you also get the stag spirit, and the stag spirit says take the lead. So that means start talking to your guides, start talking to them, and ask questions, and you will get those answers. You just need to get quiet when you do. And you could be doing dishes. Sometimes I get the messages when I'm in the shower, or that kind of stuff. So listen, and once again, the first card you got was trust God, because all you have to do is just ask them to start showing you signs, and they will. I just want to let you know that we did miss divine timing, so we'll put divine timing next. And also there was a message from, I'm just going up, Venus, I think it was. Venus says, I love that. I need to take time off. I think I will do that. I haven't, because I worry about how it'll affect others, but I need to think of how it's affecting yourself first. Exactly. Thank you very much. So now we are going to go to, so Moonlight, I hope that helps. I hope that helped resonate. And, just start talking, take the lead. Whenever you're in a relationship, how often do you, if you're, when you want to meet somebody, or if you're like, oh, that person, it looks interesting, or seems to be very interesting, you start a conversation. You say hi. And that's the same thing as what you do with your spirit guides, is you just say, hey, hi, it's me. How can I reach you better? And you'll start getting those answers. And it's not that, that it's all like they send it to you in the daily news. It's, you get that quiet whisper, you get symbols, you get little things that are kind of out of the, here's one thing that you can do is just ask to see something that, if you are around, please show me a sign and say what it is. Mine was one day I asked for three robins in the grass, and like three robins, and it was before the robins had come, and sure enough, within the 24 hours, there was three robins in my neighbor's yard in the garden, and I was like, okay, that was my sign. My guides are around me. So, and then I started talking more and more and more. So that's one way of doing it. So, Moonlight, I hope that helped. And now we have divine timing. Would love an ancestor message, please.
Divine timing. How are you doing, my lovely? Let's have a look. What does divine timing need to know from ancestors, please? What does divine timing need to know from ancestors?
And Govinda, I find that your readings are so precise and so thoroughly, like, just the messages are on another level.
Bless you, thank you. Well, they are, because they're not my messages. They're coming from Jesus. They're coming from God. It's a good way. It's a good cop out, isn't it? Like saying, "Oh, they're not. It's not me."
Yeah. But yeah,
Don't
I know
harass me. Take it up with Jesus. No,
yeah.
seriously, it's I play a part in it because I'm interpreting the messages for everyone to understand. But yeah, coming through from source, it's going to be all about truth and love, isn't it? In the best possible way. So, okay, your ancestors want you to know that you're on the path of success. You're in a crossroads at the moment. You're about to face a decision that is going to continue your path of success. So you want to not shy away or hesitate in making a decision. This decision depends on you making it within the right time. So don't sit on a decision for too long, because you may lose that opportunity. Because what I'm getting here is, if a decision is not made in the right timing, i.e., in a matter of number of couple of weeks at the most, within 14 days, you want to be able to make that decision and communicate that decision, because otherwise, you could see the path of success that you're going on, that you're currently on, and potential to continue you could deviate from that, if you're not making your decisions in a timely way. Because sometimes when we know we're going for success and things are going well, and one thing after another, things are working out, and we're making a decision where we suddenly realize, oh, this is an important decision. I can either go left or go right. I can either do this or do that. And normally I would say to people that, when you make a decision, really, either way, you're going to be fine. But for you, what's coming through is that, yes, you're already on a path of success and doing well. But it's quite surprising that there's a decision needs to be made to keep you going on that path. Or if you time out, if you make a decision too slowly or take too long to make that bold move, then you could be timed out of that decision, and then potentially you could see the success fading because of that. So you do really want to make sure that any decisions coming your way, yes, you do need to weigh them up. You do need to look at them carefully, make sure they make sense, but don't take too long to make those decisions, and communicate your choices clearly, transparently, and truthfully, because you're doing well, and keep doing well, and on any path. Even when you're on a path of success, there's always choices and decisions that need to be made. But obviously, you want to analyze the choices that you have, but make sure you're doing that within a reasonable, a decent time frame, maximum 2 weeks, because any longer than that, and you could be timed out. So that's just kind of, they're letting you know, don't take too long in making choices. Don't sit on the fence for too long. You kind of know, if you can't make sense of it in your head, then trust your intuition, because that will guide you as to which way is the best way to keep the good things happening for you, to keep them going like that. Really, it's just keeping the momentum going, the success going as well. All right, my darling. God bless. Amen. Hope that helps. And guys, let me know in the chat how that resonates for you, my darling. Donna, do you have anything you'd like
Yes,
to
I
add?
do actually. Divine timing, I'm getting the chance of when there are Aboriginals around the fire and the chanting and the drumming, and I can hear the chants. And then you get the wait card, and the wait card is take your time, ask for help, more information is coming. So, as Govinda said, don't wait too long, but ask, like, say that out loud, because your ancestors will be talking to you, and your ancestors are like, I can feel the chanting and the drumming. So let me know if you are connected with the Aboriginal bloodline, because I can hear the chanting. And if it's not your bloodline, then it is your guides, and they are coming in, and I can hear the drumming, and I can hear them, and they are very much, just they're letting you know. And when they're having ceremony like that, and I see the headdresses, and I see everybody in their costumes, and so that's telling me that you will be getting these messages. And then you've got the butterfly, and that butterfly is absolutely beautiful, and it's about transformation. It's about transformation is beautiful. So you are going to now start being open and your ancestors are going to start showing you that way. And as Govinda says, don't wait too long. And you do on your mom's side. So that's your ancestors on your mom's side. They are coming through, and they will be guiding you. So start talking to them, and they will help you. Yeah, absolutely Native American. It's I can feel the energy, and it's you might even have some shamanism in you or within your bloodline, and you may want to be looking at going into that. So don't wait, as Govinda says, because this is the time. Everybody's opening up, and I'm getting chills with this. Govinda, the way that you said your reading was like, kind of like, okay, now's the time. Now's the time. So yeah, I Govinda, I swear you've got the hotline. So it's like, wow. I hope that helps. Divine timing. I really need you to look further into that ancestral bloodline, because there's more that's coming for you. Like, and it's happening now. And it's kind of like I can hear it, I can feel it, I'm hearing the chanting, and I can see the feathers and are you connected with the Crow Nation, or because that's what's coming in. So let us know. Mercury, we're sending you love and light as well. Mercury, thank you. You are so supportive to everybody in the channel. Divine timing, we're sending you with love. I'm so curious to find out what happens for you, and what you find out.
Yeah,
So
it's like
thank you.
it's like I have a speed dial, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
you do.
the direct line.
You do. Okay, and Jax, or Mangled Unicorn, you are up, girl. And I just want to get back down to here. Divine
Big
timing will do that.
meeting.
Yes. Okay, so Jack says, General, big meeting. I'm taking someone to on Tuesday. I get my ankle x-rayed, sprained it, I think, just doing my thing with love and compassion, feeling it and going. So here we go.
Okay.
So Jax.
Okay, Mangled Unicorn. What does Mangled Unicorn need to know? What does Mangled Unicorn need to know?
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Divine Timing. Divine Timing says she'll definitely be back. And everybody, look for Govinda tomorrow morning. If he can make it, he will be on live tomorrow morning. His usual is Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And hi, CJ. Glad you're here. Thanks for coming in. So, Jax, General, big meeting. I'm taking someone to on Tuesday. I get your ankle x-ray. Oh, boy. Healing is needed.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So your community is expanding. This person is the right fit within your network, within your community, within your group of people, supporting each other and wishing well on each other. So it feels like you're in a very great place, that you are surrounded by people supporting and caring for you. Which, and this new person coming in, this new, you got a big meeting, this new meet this big, this meeting of people which are who are supporting you and really honestly do care about your well-being as well. This meeting will bring a new exciting journey for you. There's a new it's I mean celebration, a new journey. That means what, a promotion of sorts or something. So it feels like that there is some reward coming your way. People are celebrating you because you're deserving of this, and there's a new pathway ahead. There's a new journey. So it feels like a promotion or a new role is coming your way, because there's a new journey to take, one that you will have to kind of learn as you go, kind of thing. You're not going to, that's how new it is. It's something where it's exciting, it's wonderful, but at the same time, it's like, oh my god, I've got to try and get to grips with things without really knowing where I'm going. Just hope for the best, and learn as you go, learn on the job, kind of thing. But it's well deserved, and people are celebrating that you've got this. So it's something that's been in the pipeline. You're the one getting this, and everyone's happy that you are. It will help multiple people at once. Exactly. It's going to help multiple people at once. Like I said, the community is expanding and people are celebrating together, and the healing and well-being that's part of this. A new journey is forging, which is, this meeting is going to bring on a wonderful, exciting, new and expanded journey with the people around you on this, because you're not journeying alone anymore, right? You're journeying with other people supporting you, and they're celebrating you as you move forward. So it's a great time to, it's a great time to receive a new journey on what you're already doing, because you've got that support, you've got that network, you've got people caring and wanting you to do well and willing you to do well, with love and compassion. And here we've got God as well, God and Jesus with the spirit energy of water is bringing in that support and that nurturing, as Jesus said that you will never be thirsty again with me. It's like that you never want for anything again. Trusting in God and Jesus, you will always be nurtured, you'll always be nourished, you'll always have everything that you need, and you've got everything that you need, and all the support and the love that you need moving forward as you embark on this exciting, wonderful journey. God bless. Amen. Let us know how it resonates, and let us know how you get on. Exciting things are coming, my darling.
They are, because right away, when Govinda said abundance, this card flew out, which is abundance. And that's why I kind of went, whoo. So this is money, increase, stability, and wealth. So with the abundance that's coming in, as you said, it's going to help multiple people all at once. And it is also, you have elephant spirit is remember the past and don't make this past mistakes. So what you learned from the past, that is, you are not to make the same mistakes. So, if something starts being familiar, that you've done this before and you ended up with a dead end, don't take that path again. There is something that just needs a slight tweaking. And then that with you spraining your ankle, that is your fear that has kind of stepped in and said, oh, this is now going places, and I have not walked on that path before. So now it's starting to, your body is actually starting to go, oh, am I ready to go forward? And yeah, you are ready to go forward, because you also got the bat spirit, which is a rebirth is assured, which is that saying that you are, you've learned from the past mistakes, you've tweaked things. Now your body is now starting to go, I don't know if I'm ready to move forward, but you are, and you're going to be propelled because it's bringing in abundance. And it is, um, it's going to be very beneficial and very, very prosperous for you. And please let us know. Yeah, you have to pace yourself better. Yeah, and that is, exactly. Don't rush. Yeah. So okay, so let us carry on to our next. I think we have like 6 more to go. Govinda, do you still have it in you? Yeah. So next is Sean G, then Charismatic Karen, Angela Hunter, Sarah Hibiscus Healings, Anna Wright, and Kukalicious. Okay, here we go. You're on mute.
I'm on mute. I realize that. Yeah. No, I can keep going as whenever I stop. When I stop, then whoa, it all hits me. So while I keep going, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sean, hi, how are you doing?
You
Good
are
to
welcome,
see
Dex.
you. How will my business be from now through the end of the year now that I've hired help? Okay, so what does Sean need to know about their business from now until the end of the year? What
And
does Sean
Sean G,
know?
are you here?
Does
Ooh.
Sean need to know about their business from now to the end of the year?
I got right away. Now is a lucky time. You got the rabbit spirit, which is a lucky time for you now. So it is going to be well. Your business is going to be doing well. Now that you have the extra hired hands to help you, it'll run smoothly. And then it's a rebirth. So you are bringing in new blood, new energy in. So that is from me. You've got new birth, and it's a lucky time.
So, yeah, some wonderful work opportunities, business opportunities are being gifted to you. So, yeah, the rest of this year, moving through the end of the year, there's a lot of opportunities to make money. We get the devil card. Yay. So we need to be very careful what opportunities we take, because we need to be very aware of the type of opportunities that we're taking. It's not, while there are business opportunities and while you want your business to grow and you do want to make money, we need to make sure that we're doing it in a healthy and ethical way. So we need to be very conscious of the choices that you're making and the types of jobs or projects or opportunities that you accept and you take on. Because one thing I learned since I've been self-employed is that you do not have to accept everyone and everything that comes your way. And that is so important, because when someone is running a business based on money, 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 let's just make money, your ethics go out the window and you end up making very dubious decisions and choices which lead you on a path away from God's light and more down the darker path, where you become so involved. Not saying that you're going to go down that path, but it's so easy to make a couple of wrong turns, and before you know it, you're down the back alleys wondering how the hell did I get here, but then I'm so deep in this that I can't get myself back out again. And the best thing is to not go there in the first place. So yes, while these opportunities are coming and they're very positive and it's all about, oh yes, there's money and this, we have to be very mindful about the choices that we're making to make sure that we're not making choices that end up making us a slave to money, a slave to our work, as opposed to taking the road of light and actually doing well. So what I would say is, it's about, your business has growth, that's for sure, and it has great potential to do well and to earn money. But you want to earn money in the right way. So, for example, if you're, not saying this is going to be your situation, but as an example to demonstrate this, that if you're being presented with two opportunities or two projects for what you want to do, and one is offering you loads and loads of money, but it might not, it's a bit of a dubious nature. It might not align with your ethics or your beliefs, or it might involve hurting someone, or you know what I mean, right? And then you've got another, and this job is only going to offer you money. There's no benefit. There's no other benefit to it. It's just money and worldly riches. Whereas you got another opportunity that may not be paying you as much money, but the cause is so much more worthwhile. The humanity behind it is so much better. The results of it are so much more worthy than just about the money and profits. That's the type of stance you need to be making sure that your decisions are based more on other things other than just making a dollar, because anyone can go and make a dollar, can make a dollar into $3, into $10. Look at, I'm going to say his name, because avoiding his name, having fear of his name, is having fear of the thing itself. And like they said in Harry Potter and Voldemort. So Donald Trump, he has gone down this route of success, which has led him to this place where he is now. And the type of person that he has become is this devil type, dark energy person who's only focused on, how can I make a deal that gives me benefit? When a business really, when you want to be an ethical business owner and you want to do the right thing and do well for yourself and others included as well, then you want to take a more ethical stance and something that's more in line with your beliefs and your practices, rather than, because you may not think it now, but later on, people will judge you based on your success, and like, where does your success come from? We're looking at Trump now and we're saying, where does his success come from? We're seeing the kind of shady characters that he's earned money from, and it's like, that's not really great, and you don't want to be in that position. So this is kind of like just a heads up to say, what, there's great opportunities coming for you, there's a lot of growth coming for you, and it can be very tempting to take the deal that's offering the most money, that's whatever they're offering, but then you have to really think, is that really the best thing for me to do or for my business to do? You have to really kind of consider, it may offer the most money, but it may not be the right thing, the best thing, the light way forward, God's way, Jesus's way, the Jesus way, as I have the song playing on my channel. Think about the Jesus way, the way to God, the way of light. It may mean less riches, but there's better growth, and there's better sustainability, and better ethics. All right, my darling. Hope that helps, and I hope it guides. God bless and amen to you, my darling. But yeah, like Donna was saying, a lot of growth and potential for success. Just don't let it all be tainted by some bad decisions.
Thank you so much. So I am trying to find. So Shanji didn't realize that Shanji's running a little behind. So that's
as usual.
Yeah, as usual. And so I'm just reminding everybody, if you can always go back to the replays that they will be up on each other's channels. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you haven't already, go over to Govinda's channel. Jenny, if you're still here, if you can post Govinda's channel, and if you're on Govinda's channel, come on over and over to mine, which I'm really happy. I'm at 137 people, I think, or 36, and I'm really excited and happy. I cannot believe it. So yes, yeah. Yes, so thank you, everybody. And so Thank you, Sean G. That was thank you for your question. And now we have charismatic Karen. What can I do to help Aquarius in the coming weeks?
Yeah,
That
where's their question? Where's their question?
I
Where is it?
got right away. So yeah, so
Aquarius, Aquarius. We are the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
yeah.
I know, my
Oh,
songs are
Karen.
so retro. My songs
Yeah.
are so retro, aren't they? You can tell I'm from the last century. You can tell I'm from the last century. What can I do to help Aquarius in the coming week? Oh, Lordy, what's kicking off, Karen? Right, what can Karen do? Please, dear God, Jesus, what can Karen do to help Aquarius in the coming week? What can Karen do to help her Aquarius in the
And
coming
Karen says
week?
she loves it when you sing.
Thank you. I love singing.
You were
Singing is
singing.
praising. Singing
Yeah.
is praising God. It's praising Jesus. Yeah, who knew? I love singing, right? No, big surprise. Really? You
Yeah.
love singing? I know, right? One from the top and one from the bottom. Well, you know it. What do
Oh wow.
Karen? I mean, Karen, seriously. I mean, I know you want to ask the question because you love hearing the messages. I get it. I love it, right? But what do you normally do? What do you normally do? Come on, Karen. What do you normally do? You give unconditional love and support. Whenever he's having a bit of a wobble, whenever he's having a difficult time, when things are a bit challenging for him, why does he keep coming to you? Because you offer that nurturing, that groundedness, that support, that safety, that unconditional love, and really you are I've said this to you before, you are Mother Earth, you are Empress, you are the ultimate, love giver and carer, in that positive sense. So really, things are going to progress this coming week, which is great. So there's going to be progression. So we're not going to see stagnation. We're going to see the situation progressing in a positive way. All you need to do is be there for him with your open arms, with love and security and safety. Offer him that safety, that security, and that unconditional love that you always offer him. That is literally it. And things will get better in the coming week, especially also in the coming next 3 months. There's going to be a lot of positive progression happening here. Just do what you normally do, Karen. Unconditional love, support, and care. Be there supporting him, and that's all you need to do. What you always do, and what he needs from you. That's what he needs from you. All right, my darling. God bless. Amen. I know it's short today, my darling, but it is. It's because you already know it, though. It's what you normally do. So it's like, what do you normally do? Unconditional, love him unconditionally. Well, that's what he needs. That's what he needs, my love.
And
Hope
then
it
Karen,
helps.
sorry about that. And then Karen got clearing the obstacles, and that's what you do. You help them clear the obstacles, and you make the space, and you take the time, and then you have then you have the nightingale spirit, and it's love is all around. So that is the energy that's all around you, and for the both of you. So absolutely, you've got that love around you, and even when you come into the room, I can feel it from you because that is what you are now radiating, and it's so you just keep being yourself because you are absolutely so supportive and so caring, and it just and that's why he is so drawn to you as well, is because he has not ever experienced that from somebody truly and without a motive. And so, Karen, you are without motive when you are with him. It is a mutual love that you have for each other. So, blessings to you both, and you're welcome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Karen, you always get a beautiful message because it's meant to be, right? And it's just a reminder for you that whatever you normally do is enough. Whatever you normally do is enough. There's nothing extra you have to do. Just be your loving, caring self, because that's why you're together. That's why you're together.
That's right. So we have 4 left. And Angela Hunter, are you here, Angela?
Angela, I would love a general reading. Anything about my work situation? Full-time promotion status? Thank you. Let's have a look. Let's see what comes up. Let's see what comes up.
And you're welcome, Karen. And if we've missed anybody's comments, we don't mean to. Thank you, Jenny A, for posting Govinda's.
Oh yes, thank you. I appreciate that, my love. And that's the reason. Why people. That's the reason why people like Karen are mods on my channel, because like yourself, Donna, and Jenny, because they express that love and support and that care, not to me, but to everyone in the room, so it's that that limitless, unconditional love and support and care. And that's why, that resonates with me and my channel and what I'm, and the mission that I have and trying to do. So, natural abilities. Righty, Angela, what do you need to know, my darling? What does Angela need to know? What does Angela need to know? Dear Jesus God, what does Angela need to know? Ooh, okay.
Work situation, full-time promotion.
Whoa.
Status, thank you.
We got 2 cards literally came out for you. They fell on the table, and I was told, stop shuffling. You got your 2 cards. These are what they need. They one after the other literally came out of the deck. It's not often that they come. Usually they come flying out, but this kind of came out that way, kind of like saying, like in a casino when the dealer deals you the card like that, chum chum. It came out like that, and I stopped shuffling because normally I'll be still shuffling. I said, no, you got your 2 cards. That's it. I was like, right, okay. So what do you need to know? Well, so okay. So this is quite a challenge for you, right? So if you're dealing with a work situation or the promotion status, or anything at the moment in your life, what I can see is that there is a conflict, perhaps a conflict of interest going on. And there is some challenge. I'm going to say it that way because it's easier to understand. There is, because it's not an impossible thing. It's just that it's going to be a bit of a challenge to achieve what you're aiming for. It's not impossible, and it is doable. And I do see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But you do have to be very realistic about, it's a highly competitive environment, and you have a choice. You either get involved with this and you go, right, it's highly competitive. I know it's going to be quite aggressive, in that sense. And I'm going to have to really be on my A game to make this work. And you can, I'm a Sagittarius, so give me the blunt, honest truth about whatever comes through. Yes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes in double helping. So you can choose whether to get involved or not. And if you're like saying, you know what, if I don't want to be involved in that kind of competitive, aggressive environment, then maybe I should sit this one out and let everyone else fight about it amongst themselves. But then if this is something that is really a passion for you, and you are truly motivated to make this work, then you can make it work, and then get involved, because you're seeing that this is going to be potentially highly competitive, and it could get ugly, and when I say it could get ugly, here we have the 10 of Swords. But remember that with the 10 of Swords, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I want to stress that. There is a new dawn, a new day. There is something to benefit from this process. But it ain't going to be easy, And when I say that there's a conflict of interests and there's a fighting and there's aggressive, I'm wondering if there is any backstabbing going on in the process. That's how aggressive it is. That's how competitive it is. So really, you have to be aware of who you can trust. Don't reveal things to people who you think maybe their alliances are elsewhere. You know what? I'm getting this. I mean, I know this might not be the field that you're in, but I'm getting an energy of like politics. So I know you might not be in politics, but it's that kind of energy, where alliances are agreed, and can I trust you for an alliance to support me in me becoming this person, or fighting for leadership, or fighting for a role. And looking here at British politics, for example, here in the UK, I don't know where you are, Angela. Are you in the UK or the US? I don't know, but here in British politics, there's a lot of arguments within the own government about rising to power or getting a promotion, and they're all forming alliances with themselves. Can I trust you to support me to get this job, or to do this, or to get in the cabinet minister? And then they end up stabbing each other in the back. I mean, people like Margaret Thatcher. I mean, it's a very controversial person to talk about. If you're of a certain age, you will remember her. In the 80s, she was a very controversial figure in the UK politics, and the people she thought she could trust ended up stabbing her in the back for their own interests. And that is a very, I use this to reference your situation, because it's that type of competitive, aggressive environment that you're involved in. And you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth the hassle and the trauma, and knowing that people are going to stab you in the back? And if it is, like Margaret Thatcher, for example, she knew what was going on, but she had to do what she had to do. So, I'm not saying that, back away because it's going to be too difficult. No, no, no. If you are ready for what's to come, and all of this, and people are going to stab you in the back, but you're stronger, you can come out of this on the benefit. And I feel that, that if you come through, it's like running the gauntlet. If you come through this on the other side unscathed, then you're out on top. That's the thing. But you got to realize, this is just saying to you, be fully aware of what you're going into. Entering this process, being fully involved in this, it's a challenge. It does mean having to compete, and other people will want to bring you down, because obviously you are a risk for them, because you are what's the word? Oh God, Jesus, what's the word? You are a serious contender for what's to come, for the promotion, or for whatever people are fighting about. You are a serious contender, and people see you as a threat. That's it. Thank you, Spirit. People see you as a threat, so they want to bring you down. So you got to think, the reason why they're making it hard for you, the reason why they're trying to stab you in the back, is because they actually see you as a threat. Because if she succeeds, if she goes through this process, she's going to win, and we don't want her to. You know what I mean? So if you're prepared for this, go ahead. You will come out on top, but the journey is going to be very, very harsh. So we have to have a very hard as nails exterior. We do have to be kind of, not be sensitive about anything, and just kind of focus on the end goal. Focus on the end goal and what you're aiming for, and try to get through the process. But it's your choice. Knowing what's ahead, you can make that choice. Do I get involved, or is it not worth all of that? That's the thing. But yeah, lots of love and luck on that, my darling, whatever you choose, because if it is worth all of that, if it is exactly what you're motivated and passionate about, then go ahead, but be prepared to fight. Yeah. God bless, my darling. Amen. I hope it does help and guide you. Let us know how you get on, please. Would love to hear how things work out for you on that one. I can totally relate to the message. For me, it's more about setting myself up for being able to retire with a higher income later. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So if you're driven and you're very passionate about what you're doing it for, then go ahead, get involved, get stuck in. But no, it's going to be a big old journey ahead of you.
Yeah, and with that, I have know and fall back. So right now, like you said, everything is really political right now. So it's telling you to fall back a bit, because right now you are going to need to do the ant spirit, which is collaborate. And it's time to collaborate. So that means it's almost like having those that are when you're collaborating and that they don't see that you are a total threat, then people have a tendency to want to promote their friends, want to promote those that they feel they are there as a team worker, because of things being so political and hot right now. So right now might not be the time to do it, but just start becoming an ally, becoming, collaborating with people, and that will get you to your goal. Because right now, everything is very much of people defending, what they feel is this is my turf. This is so you can watch people play it out and backstab and take each other out. But if you are the one that's collaborating with everybody and just saying, hey, I got it, don't worry, at one point, everybody will say, oh, but she is so supportive. And that is where you're going to succeed. So Angela, I hope that helps, but this is the time to collaborate. Even if I've worked with people where I think, oh my gosh, I don't think I can handle working with this person, but I try and find the good part of them and I stick to that. And sometimes I just have to repeat myself as like, but they're really loving to other people, but they're really loving to other people, even though what they're doing is driving you nuts. It just, if you can just keep remembering, like, take the beauty in each person and collaborate. So yeah, thank you both so much. Yes, I'm collaborating with everyone at the moment. Yeah, so you will actually, everybody will start saying, wow, like she is the one. And it's going to be unanimous across the board. You're going to have more supporters than those that are butting heads with each other. So that is
Yeah, I
Angela.
just want to come in on that as well, and just say, that in these kind of political situations where the environment is very political, you got to think these alliances are usually made when people are supporting their next leader or the person to get the promotion, usually because they want to be the people, the backseat drivers. They usually they usually support someone who is very manipulative, who's able to be manipulated. I mean, there's a number of our recent prime ministers in recent years here in the UK who were supported by their own party because they thought that they could be manipulated from the backseat drivers. But when they realised that they were just really crazy, we had to then get rid of them. And it's a similar thing. So if you're facing, a lot of arguments against you, and you're having to really fight for this, it just shows that not only do people see you as a real contender and a threat to them, because they also see you as someone who is not going to be manipulated by others, and that you're going to do what's right. You're going to stop this aggression. You're going to really stop the hurt and the bad vibes going on in the place. And so really, it's a testament to your own ethics and the way that you're conducting yourself, is that, what, like Donna said, you can gain much more support by being that caring, supportive person. Even, like Jesus said, love your neighbor and love your enemies, love everyone. So even if people do wrong to you, still love them, because you will be that known as that person who loves and cares and supports everyone regardless. And you're not trying to get support from people, because those other people that are getting support from masses of people, it's only because they think that there's some kind of muppet who can be manipulated by others. That's why they want them in the leader position, so the other group of people can direct the leader into what they want to do. So that's why they're fighting against you, because they know that you're not going to be swayed. You're not going to be manipulated in that way. So it's a testament to your ethics and your the way you conduct yourself. So yeah, good luck on that, my darling.
So we want to say goodbye to Jenny. She says, thank you, Donna and Govinda, for your beautiful readings. I hope you all and all in the chat have a wonderful
Thank you,
day. I need to hop off
Jenny.
for now and take care of some
Take
things.
care, my
Much love
darling.
to
Thank you
everyone.
for being here.
Sorry, and then Angela says, that's true.
Yeah.
So thank you. And thank you, Jenny, for all your support. We super appreciate it. And we want to give a shout out to Charismatic Karen. She's a member for 19 months on your channel.
Yeah, she's now celebrating 19 months of membership at the Christian Tarot Camp. Thank you so much. Because, it's only a nominal fee. So I think it's $2.99, whatever it is in your currency, because it's YouTube. So whatever it is, That's the price, and it's a token fee. But you know what it is? It's helping me to continue doing the good work that I'm doing on my channel and the ministry that I'm setting up. So if ever anyone wants to support the planting of a new ministry, of planting something worthwhile with me, which is, the ministry of the disciples of Jesus and the Christian Tarot together, combining our love and faith in tarot, which is a divine reflection of God's word, like the Bible is a divine reflection of Jesus's teachings and God. I see the tarot as the same thing, and I combine the Bible, the scripture, the Bible, and tarot, and Jesus's original teachings. So, looking at Jesus in a mystical sense, as a way of guiding us forward. The true messages of Jesus are not the messages that have been distorted through the church, the organization, since the 4th century. With the Pauline approach, the St. Paul approach of church, who kind of abducted the church, the faith, and took it on in a different way. So, if that's the kind of thing that you like to hear more about, then hop over to my channel, consider becoming a member, and help me to fund and support this wonderful project that I'm getting on with. And that's why I can't be on every day, unfortunately, because sometimes what I'm preparing takes me away from all of that. And I will be able to give you more notices and updates when I can. That I just can't say too much right now until things are signed and dealt with. Donna knows what I'm talking about, but
Mum's the word. I do want to say CJ celebrates 29 months of membership as well.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's for people. It's thanks to people like yourselves that really do help support the channel. And I know everyone says this, support my channel, support my work. But really, even if it is just like $2.99 or something in your currency, it makes a big difference, because it really does help me to continue the work that I'm doing.
Yeah. So, and now we're off to Sarah, Hibiscus Healings. She is very dear to my heart, and she also has her own channel, and she does Twin Tuesdays with Judy in the Sky. But Sarah is an amazing reader. She's a Reiki Master Teacher. She is one of those beautiful souls. And if time allows, I would love a message from the angel I have been seeing. And Sarah is here.
Is it Sarah or Sarah?
Sarah.
Is it Sarah? Okay, Sarah.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. Good to see you, Sarah. Love you to see you. Let's have a look. What message does Sarah need to know from the angel she has been seeing? What message does...
Oh.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, one from the top and one from the bottom. Yeah, whoa. 2 queens stand before me. It's a bit of RuPaul Drag Race humor there.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 queens stand before me. It's time to lip sync for your life. No, it's not. Sorry, it's not. It's not. But 2 queens coming out is important, because you are... So the message from the angel that you've been seeing is combine. Oh my God, this is just so beautiful, because you are... I'm using the word marrying, because that's the word I'm being told to use. So I use it. You are marrying your energies of masculine and feminine together. You are in a state of harmonious union with both your masculine and feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine. And I'll talk about that in energies. That's not gender or anything else, because those are energies that are needed for creation in the world and the universe, etc. But yeah, you are in harmony with both of those, because the fact we get two queens and one of each, because the sword is more of a masculine energy and the cups are more of a, a feminine energy. And this is really the what's coming through from your angel that you've been seeing, is that you know the messages you're getting and you trust the messages that you're getting. You have clarity of vision. Clairvoyance is coming in for you. And clairvoyance is giving you a detailed map of the landscape in front of you. And couple that with, so your mind is in a space of understanding, trusting the words and the communication from this angel that you're getting to be the word of God, to be the word of truth. And couple that with your heart, with your intuition, and that feeling of faith, that feeling of knowing. I know in my heart that what I'm receiving is true, is transparent, is honest, and is the real deal. You have got an amazing clairvoyant, clairsentient combo going on. So not only are you receiving, it's like this sword is like the antenna. It's like an antenna. You know, beep, 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 beep. Like I'm getting the logo of, was it RKO? Was it RKO? Back in the day, that had the antenna, with the beeps, the beep 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 beep. I think it was the RKO logo back in the day, that had that logo of the antenna and the bleeps. But that's what I'm getting here, is that this is like an antenna, and you are picking up the truthful, honest messages of God, messages from God, messages from Jesus, from your angel, messages and communication that you trust and you know in your head logically is right, and in your heart, in your intuition, in your gut, the feeling of love that you receive is raw and honest and transparent. So there's clarity of mind and there's clarity in your heart. Nothing is muddied, nothing is murky, nothing is there to doubt. You have the skills and the abilities that you have are to give you both the strength and the conviction to communicate what your antenna is receiving, and to do that with love and with compassion and through the heart, to know. Because one thing is to hear and pick up the signal, and another thing is to know that that's what's coming through. And you've got that on both sides. So you've got a receiving and a trusting and a knowing that just marries, like I said, it marries the two sides together. Because if ever there's any sort of doubt or confusion, it's because one side, either divine masculine or divine feminine, is trying to take over and trying to rationalize or try to over sentimentalize something. Whereas here you're both sides of you are working together parallelly in harmony, bringing you this clairsentient, clairvoyant energy of knowing, seeing, and knowing it in your head makes sense, and feeling it and knowing it in your heart that makes sense. You've got the glory of God and Jesus working wonderful things through you, my darling. With love, care, and compassion. Sometimes you need to be direct. Sometimes you need to say things as they are, but communicating what you receive is more important. Don't filter it. Have that level of trust where wherever you get, you just communicate it like I do. The ego, which is not a bad, dirty word, ego is just our identity. Get ourselves out of the way, and whatever comes through me is coming directly from God and Jesus, and I have no filter, I have no editing. It just comes out. And sometimes I don't even realize what I'm saying until I've said it. And that's really that level that you're getting to, where you're receiving the antenna like a TV. The antenna broadcasts wherever it's being sent, wherever it picks up on the antenna. There's no filtering, there's nothing going on. It's just exactly how it's being broadcast. You are receiving the broadcast, and you need to show it. You need to demonstrate it, communicate that. Even what I'm getting here as well is with the Queen, because there are times when the messages come through very loud and very quick, and then there's another times when things are a bit slower. Don't be disheartened when things are slower. Messages are coming through. They're still coming through, and it's amazing that on either count, whether it's quick and fast, and kind of whoom, oh my God, very direct, very piercing, or whether it's slow and steady and calm, you are getting, yeah, you are receiving is the word. You're receiving, and with what you receive, you are nurturing and you are caring. So your duty really is to receive and give so that you can be caring. Your nurture, because the Queen, another word for the Queens would be a nurturer, someone who nurtures things, nurtures people, and you are nurturing people by what you receive, either through your clairvoyance or clairsentient. I hope that helps. I hope it makes sense. I hope it guides and clarifies things for you. Let me know, my darling. God bless. Amen. Thank you for asking your question today. Honored to read for you today, my darling.
Okay, so what I have to add to Sarah's is the card of power came through. And this is now you're starting to see your guides and your angels and your spirits. And the angels that you're starting to see that is now opening up again. You've closed it off for so long. Now they're starting to let you see them and that they're there. And then you have the turtle spirit. And the turtle spirit is slow and steady wins the race. So your abilities are coming in, and they're not going to come in gangbusters to scare you. They're going to slowly filter in, and you have a new dawn. And so everything's opening up to you. And if you look, the sphere is in the hands, but illuminating that light, and that's what's happening for you. With that antenna that's opening up that is now your messages are going to be coming in more clearer, quicker. But it's not going to be 100% today. It's going to slowly come in each time, and it's going to be more and more and more. And pretty soon you've got the gift, and it's this is going to be opened up to you again. The doors are no longer closed. It's wide open for you. So Sarah, I hope the readings resonate with you. I know what Govinda was saying. It's like she says, yes, that's exactly how it feels when you were doing her reading, Govinda. So
yeah,
absolutely. So Sarah, she says, such beautiful readings. Thank you both.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's an honor to read for you. Thank you. I'll have to. I'm not following your channel. I don't think, Sarah. I'm gonna have to follow your channel.
Yeah. She's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over and follow your channel. But yeah,
I can send you the link to her channel. She's wonderful.
Yeah, please do, Donna. Please do. Yeah,
I'll check her. I should actually share it but first, let's get to the next one, and I'll share her link if I can find it. Next is Anna Wright. Anna Wright, are you still here?
Hopefully.
Anna Wright, are you still here? And then we have after Anna, I should go back in there. After Anna, we have Kukulicious. Yay!
Is he still here? Is he buggered off? Is he like, I've got a long way. Cookielicious is coming up next. Yeah. Let me knock on the wall.
Oh, I forgot to. Sorry, let me just not.
I'm knocked on the wall next door to wake him up to say, "You're coming up next."
Yeah.
Tune back in.
Yeah, as you stomp on the wall. Yeah. And Sarah's blushing. So yes, I will get Sarah's link and share it in
I
the
have a
chat.
general reading for Anna. Anna, love your profile image. That's gorgeous. Let's have a look. Okay, what does Anna need to know, please? Anna Wright, what does Anna need to know? What does Anna Wright need to know, please? What does Anna Wright need to know? Dear Jesus, God, what does Anna need to know?
Sorry, I'm just trying to find her.
That's
Oh,
all right.
actually, you can also put it in the chat. Sarah, I put you as a moderator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So please share. Yeah, you see, Googlicious has come in. I'm here, been watching
Yay!
throughout, not asleep. Just
Yes.
checking. One from the top and one from the bottom. Here we go. Ooh.
So Anna, here is your reading. Ooh.
Okay. So don't worry, don't despair. This isn't what it says on the tin, right? So, but there is an important change afoot. There is an important change at the moment that you're either experiencing or you've already kind of experienced or you're about to in some shape or form around the here and now. There is a massive, important, life-changing moment your way. And what we're seeing here is the change of breaking a cycle. You're breaking a cycle. If you feel like you've been doing the same thing again and again, like that you're not breaking through that glass ceiling, that you're trying to just keep going, keep the momentum as best you can, keeping your head above water, trying to survive rather than thrive, well, this is your time for change. This is your time for changing your situation where you're no longer having to be juggling different jobs or different situations where things are going to start, you're going to have a breakthrough, which brings about a lot of change in a positive way that helps you to break through this barrier that you've been kind of going over the same motions again, a bit like Groundhog Day, where you feel like you're not making any progress. You're just keeping yourself above water. And what you're able to do is break through that barrier and actually start making progress. This is coming through. I'm getting a timing for you in Scorpio season. So this month, so literally we enter Scorpio season, on the 20th, 21st of this month. So literally in the next, 10 days. Wow. So in the next 10 days, for the whole Scorpio season, so end of October, early November, this is when you're going to see this change happening if you haven't already seen it. And it will help you get out of this rut that you find yourself in. And you will start progressing, you will start growing, and your life will start changing in a more positive, abundant way. You will start making headway on things, and you will be thriving rather than just surviving, which is what you've been doing so far. Hope that helps, Anna. Sorry, who am I? Anna, yes, I was right. Bless you.
Yep.
I
Sorry, that was
hope
me.
that helps, Anna. Hope this guides. God bless. Amen, my darling. Let us know how that resonates if you're still with us.
She is, yep, Anna's still with us.
Cool.
And Anna, so for you, I have destined. So you have destiny coming up and it's going to be meeting your feet. So when you're on that path, you don't know which direction to go, just have faith because you're destined to go places that what is meant to be for you. And if just have faith that you are being drawn and it's one step at a time. So that tells me you are on a new journey. Something is starting for you or something that you have been been thinking of doing, or you're already on that path, and it's saying keeps going. And take the time. You have the snake spirit, which is time to heal. So take that time. You are on a new path, and you are starting, or that path that you've already started. It's just one step at a time, and that healing will happen. And I hope that resonates. Sometimes I get these messages. I'm going, what does this really mean? But the sitter usually gets like, I know exactly what that means. I know exactly where that is where the message is going for particular in. So Anna, thank you so much for allowing us to read for you. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'd just like to say as well that the snake that you drew on that card is also about change, isn't it? About rebirthing, because
it
the death
is.
card is about rebirthing and changing from the old from the new, what no longer serves you into what is going to serve you. And it's the snake shedding its skin, isn't it? The skin no longer serves, and
Yeah,
embrace a new existence. And that's really what you're experiencing right now. And
yeah,
if those of you that celebrate Halloween, um, in the more pagan tradition, we know that Halloween does have its roots in change, and especially in, most people do refer to Halloween as being a new year, as a new cycle, a way of changing from the old and into the new. So again, it's like the right energy at the moment around Halloween for you to really make that change a reality, Anna.
yes. So now we have Cookalicious.
Cookielicious! Yay! Hello!
Yeah. Anna, you're welcome, and thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Like and we also have to talk about what you have up and coming, Govinda, after we finish with Cookalicious. What wonderful things like Monday morning? Do you have any Halloween specials coming up? Are you planning anything like that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was wondering
Yeah,
what you say. What have I told you that I shouldn't have told you, or
yeah,
what have I revealed? Like what?
yeah. Well, because you
Yeah.
brought up Halloween, and I thought, oh, are you doing something
Oh,
special?
okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be something. That'd be something. Yeah. Let's get
Yes,
on with Cookielicious reading. He's been so patient. He's been waiting.
very
Last
patient.
but no means least, he's been so
Yes.
patient waiting. Bless him.
So I would love a general reading for us, please. I feel like I'm underestimating myself. Oh, I would say
Yeah.
so. Number one,
Yeah. Big
a
time.
few
Big
weeks from
time.
now, you are not going to be feeling that at all. A few weeks from now, you're going
Yeah.
to be a path. It's going to be clear as a bell. You're going to get this ding, 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 and it is going to be, I'm at the right place. And it's time for you to nurture yourself a little bit more. You've been doing so much for everybody else and doing this is what I should be doing, but you're not taking the time to uh, nurture yourself, take care of yourself. And that means, that could be anything from what gives you joy. Like, if anybody knows Cookalicious, he also has a YouTube channel where he bakes and cooks. And, um, he very gifted. If you have a chance, please join his channel as well. Um, Time for you to start nurturing yourself, Cookalicious, because you are on the right path and there are things moving ahead really fast. Then you get the grasshopper spirit, and it is take a leap of faith. And if you can see that, that is such a beautiful card.
Hmm.
And it is take that leap of faith and don't second guess it, because that is you are in God's hands, and take that leap because you are covered and you are absolutely supported 100%. That is um, the energy of that is just keep going and take that leap. And grasshoppers, they can like take off like crazy, because once you take that step, take that leap, you are going to know that you are going to start feeling, and you're going to start feeling that self-worth of like, yeah, I've really got this, and I am like, you are very gifted, and you are not seeing it. So every morning you have to start reminding yourself that I am very gifted and this is my calling. And have more fun. And you notice that they're on the beach there. So for me, when I'm near water, that means also spiritual meanings and blessings. And the water and the sand, that will bring you so many blessings. So get out by that water if you can. Go walk on the beach. That will rejuvenate you, and you will start seeing your potential, and you will start believing again in yourself, because you do have it. So that is what I have. Over to you, Govinda.
That's so beautiful, Donna, and so precise, so exactly. Yeah, I hope he's taking notes in the other room because
Yeah.
he can remember this. Yeah, and what I'm seeing as well is the sense of at the moment work is monotonous. Work is dull, 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 dull. It's going through the same thing again and again and again, and that is the point. That where you're currently at in your journey, where you currently are at in your progression is yes, you are valued. Yes, you have skills. Yes, you have abilities, but you're not applying them to the best abilities that you have. You're not applying them in the best way possible. You could be applying your skills and your talents much more effectively and efficiently. So, yeah, you are feeling that things are a bit humdrum and same old thing again and again. But then if you take yourself out of that cycle and if you're able to really kind of break through, literally charge forward, and go for something to break this cycle, to break this monotony, you will find a way that you can communicate your skills and your talents and abilities in a whole new way. This is about you have a voice that needs to be heard. You have things to say. You do have value. You have a voice. You have things to say, and it needs to be heard. And the good thing is about this is that if you have that confidence to speak your mind, you will even surprise yourself and you will break through this monotony because this is time for you to kind of break through and say, look, I'm because if we take away this card, things are always just going to be going through the same motions month after, well, more likely month after month and year after year. These same things are going to keep coming back in a cycle, in a cycle, in a cycle. But if you decide to say, no, I want to get off this carousel and I want to charge forward on my own destiny and have the confidence to do that and to voice that, this is giving me, ooh, I like this. This is giving me archangel vibes. This is giving me archangel Michael with the sword. Is it Michael with the sword? I am not sure if I hope I'm getting that
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Michael with the sword. Thank you. Yes. So it's that Archangel Michael with the sword. It's that ready to fight, not a physical fight, but a spiritual fight. It's kind of saying, be ready to use your talents and your skills to win the battle that you've been going through in your physical existence up to now. That sword is your armor, the sword is your skill and your abilities to fight that battle and win, and to cut through the monotony and bring salvation to yourself, bring salvation to your life, bring a new beginning to your world. And only you can do that. Only you have that power to make that, to cut through the dull, thick, stodgy, humdrum kind of way of living. But yes, it's comfortable. Yes, it's something that any of us can easily fall into this trap of doing the same routine day in, day out, day after day, month after month, same thing, wake up, go to sleep, all the same thing. But then if you're feeling that this is like, what is the point? Then we need to cut through. You need to say, no, I can cut through this and I can bring about salvation. It's time to save yourself from from the humdrum world, from the monotony of your work, and to do something completely different, inspired by God, inspired by Jesus, inspired by Archangel Michael. Later on, you can investigate and learn more about Archangel Michael, because that's going to really, because Archangel Michael is the protector. So it's about protecting your interests, and making sure that your worth is communicated. Because the problem is, it's not that you're not worthy. And yes, you are get my teeth in. You are underestimating yourself because you are not selling yourself to your best abilities. You're not saying that I've got this and I've got that. You're like, I'm nothing. I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, no, you've got so much going for you that until you actually communicate that and say to others, this is how amazing I am, no one's going to see it. Only you can shine that light and wave your sword about and say, this is who I am and this is how wonderful I am. God bless. God bless. Amen. I hope it helps and I hope it resonates. I'm sure we will chat in the next few minutes when I come through into the other room. Oh, wonder what's waiting for me on the other side.
And just to, once again, a few weeks from now, so that path is opening up and it's leading you to the beach. So in a few weeks from now, that is where you're going, is you're going to the water, you're going to that energy of cleansing, and Archangel Michael will take his sword and remove any obstacles on the right path for you. So there are changes brewing. The stagnant humdrum of every day is going to be moving forward, and blessings to both of you. Thank you. And so, Kukla, beautiful readings from both of you. Thank you so much. Totally resonates to my situation. Oh, wonderful. So you are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when time allots for you, Govinda, plus you have maybe Halloween something
Yes,
spectacular.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because I am, currently, all I can say is that I am currently working on planting my ministry, which I'm calling it the disciples, the Christian Tarot disciples of Jesus, because it's combining, like I said, my faith and trust in tarot, and that Jesus's messages and teachings are coming through me, through and depicted through the tarot cards in a way that we can all understand. Earlier this year, I questioned it because it was coming through that I needed to be more public about this, and I wasn't sure whether it was the right thing to do. And they were, Jesus and God were like saying, "Yeah, that's why we gave you the tarot, so you could use this tool." Especially to those other people who use tarot who have wandered away from the faith, to come back to God, to come back to Jesus in a more loving and supportive way, in the way that you can communicate to them. So I know and trust and have faith that what I'm doing is the right thing to do for those people I can reach out to with tarot, to bring people either to Jesus and God for the first time, or bring them back if they have walked away because of their own previous experiences. And most people if you talk to most people who are involved in tarot, most people have probably walked away from the faith that they grew up with, and not just the religion, but the faith. And I make a very big difference about that the religion is the organization, the man-made doctrine. And, because of the experience that you have with a church, with a group, with a society or an organization, you tend to then walk away from that faith. So you walk away from God, you walk away from Jesus, whatever that is. And that's such a shame, because there is so much resonance with tarot and scripture, the Bible, and Jesus's teachings, more than you realize. And that's really what leading into what's coming up on my channel, that I will be doing. I know you're going to be surprised at this because I don't normally do this, but I'm going to be doing some recorded content.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like
Do
I haven't
tell.
done it in like 4 years, and we'll see how it goes. But it's not going to be edited like some super channel thing. Basically, it just means that I can record it and then put it out for people to watch whenever. And I want to, apart from the tarot readings, which are still going to be regular, I want to be able to kind of help people understand where I'm coming from. So, like kind of like, what is the tarot and the disciples of Jesus, the Christian tarot and the disciples of Jesus? What does that all mean, or how is it? You can watch my readings, you can get a very good idea as to what it all means, or how I'm directing it. But I want to go into it in a bit more depth that I can't do through readings, because obviously people want readings and don't want a lot of explanation about why I do what I do. So I'll be doing some content. Don't quote me on when, because timing doesn't. Timing's not my friend. But I do. Hopefully, by the end of the year, at least in the next few months, I will get at least the first video out, which will start the series of explaining a bit more about, mystical Jesus, because I believe in a Jesus that's more mystical rather than literal. Trying to get back to the original teachings of Jesus, which is what God intended, which is before the influences of the church that St. Paul set up in the 4th century. And before all of that, the early Christians that followed the teachings of Christ after his death in the early years, and how we can learn so much more, and how even myself as a gay tarot reader actually felt loved and supported by that Jesus, by that God, and not by the one that I was taught in growing up in church. So yeah, I feel it's a very powerful message, and it can help so many people, and that's what I'm aiming to do. So yeah, I'll get that series started. It'll be an ongoing series, of me bringing up topics and parallels and things like that. And another thing that will be part of that series of these new series is another thing coming up is that I've often, talked about, teaching tarot or how to teach it. And I've often said, I'm not going to teach it because it's not my calling. I've been a teacher of English, and I'm just not meant to teach tarot. But then when researching it a bit and researching what I'm doing in setting up my ministry, combining Christianity and tarot, and for Cookielicious as well, I walked him through the journey of the tarot. People who've studied tarot, read about tarot, will be referred to the Fool's Journey, which is, the Fool in the tarot card. The tarot is 0, is actually their journey, which is us journeying through the lessons of the major arcana and also the minor arcana, which are the daily expressions of the major. So the major arcana is the spiritual teachings that all of us as beings need to learn to deal with the everyday life here on earth, represented in the minor arcana. And what I realized was, but everyone, if you go on YouTube, excuse me, everyone has done the Fool's Journey. Everyone talks about, the Fool's Journey. It's all pretty much the same sort of thing. But then when I was contemplating on it, and this is why I emphasize contemplate, because I'm not thinking, I'm just sitting and contemplating with God, just saying, if you want to give me an answer, please do. And it was like, it is not about the Fool's Journey as you know it. And I was kind of thinking, okay, what is this? What is this? What Jesus talks in parables, and okay, you're not going to give me the answer. What is this about? And it's a journey. It's a journey, and it really was. Mulling over this for the past week, literally, it really came to me literally just the other day, which was like, it's a pilgrimage. It's a pilgrimage.
Oh, lovely.
It's the pilgrim's journey.
Yeah.
So that's how, excuse me, that's how I am going to do a series of, in a way, teaching the tarot, but it's going to be through the lens of Christianity, as the Fool being a pilgrim, learning the spiritual lessons with references to the scripture and the Bible, but through the tarot. As I say, the tarot is a book of life, like the Bible is a book of life, and it has so much to teach us if we're willing to listen and learn. So yeah, those are a couple of projects that will be coming up as recorded content. The live sessions are always going to be there every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But like I said, because I'm setting up ministry, there are times when I'm being called away for phone calls or for meetings. Or if anyone has set up a ministry, they will know what I'm talking about. So, and I can't say too much. I don't want to, kind of divulge too much information until it's all set and done. But there are some exciting things coming on that front. And so that's why sometimes on a Monday I might not be available, or a Friday or Wednesday, but then I'll try my best at least once during that week to make myself available. And this week I came on Wednesday and I couldn't be here Friday because, again, phone calls and meetings. And sometimes you just don't know when that's going to happen. And you're like, okay, and it's always going to be at the time that I'm supposed to come live. So at some point I will come on and try to provide that space of care and love and support that everyone loves at the Christian Tarot Camp, through us all, whether you get a reading or not. So many people say whether you get a reading or not, you're coming to commune with God and with Jesus, and that is such a beautiful thing to do, to take time out of your day and to have that moment of spirituality and faith. So
yes, thank you. So I look forward to seeing you once again. Everybody, please like, subscribe, hit that bell so that you get notification, and so looking forward to all the new.
Oh yes, and Halloween. Sorry, just to mention the Halloween. Yes, so for Halloween, I have done this before on my channel previously. I haven't done it for a while, but I will be bringing it back. I will be doing some shadow readings. So
my favorite.
yeah, shadow readings are, in a very, very tiny nutshell. Shadow readings are basically being able to face the darkness within ourselves, which you can call the devil, you can call the demon, you can call the dark one. It's that darkness where we do not shine God's light. And understanding how that shadow is formed and where it comes from, we're able to shine our light into that shadow and actually create, make it's part of us, and make it work for us than work against us. So I'm decided that this Halloween, it's such an important, it's so important for me to shine light into people's shadows. So if you want a very deep spiritual experience where you get to know the dark place within you, the dark one within you, and shine Jesus's light. Jesus was the light of the world, and we'll shine his light in those spaces to understand certain aspects of your life, why the way they are, and how you can work with that energy, how you can change things for the better, so you're not still in a place of darkness, in a place of suffering. It's like salvation. Jesus came to give us all salvation. Well, through me and the shadow readings, you too can also experience that salvation this Halloween.
Wonderful. I love your shadow readings. So with that, we are over 3 hours. So I guess we should say good night to everybody, goodbye, or good day. So just let everybody know questions are closed. Thank you, everyone, for coming. If you did get a reading, you want to see it again, you can always hit the replays. We look forward to seeing you again. So thank you, Govinda. Thank you so much. I really enjoy doing readings with you. They are always so spot on.
You're welcome. It's always a joy to be here. And like I said, I've got on my channel, I've got a whole section dedicated to Donna, Marie, and myself. So these readings that we do, which are going to be now a regular thing, I think, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That there's going to be a whole section on my channel dedicated to Donna and Marie's and my our collaboration when we do these type of readings, so you can get to see what they're all about. But it's always a pleasure to work with you, Donna, because you are so great in what you do in providing the healing and helping people, guide people in the right way. and it's just a pleasure to work with somebody, who just gets it, who just knows, and it just makes everything so much easier then, and you've come on so much, leaps and bounds on your journey in the last few months, because it's literally been what,
5 months.
Less than that. Wow. Yeah. I mean, your YouTube you set up in June, so to literally just over 3.5 months of your YouTube journey from there. But 5 months in total so far in getting things moving in that direction. And look at where you're at now. It's amazing. Really, really.
Yeah, it's leaps and bounds. Like there's one thing when you do readings and you're doing it on a one-on-one, that kind of thing, and you're face to face. But coming on YouTube and doing it this way, there's a whole new world that opens up. And I was guided. It was first I was getting that little, you should be doing this, and then Spirit was coming in, you should be doing this, and then I met you, and then Spirit was kicking me, saying get on there already, and it was like, and with your, like I say, you were such a mentor to me, and that you've really shown me, like, it's safe out here. It's, God's got you, and you're okay. Like, just take that leap, and, So I want to thank everybody. We should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We're going to say goodbye.
Just say shalom aleichem to everyone. Go with God's light and love.
And I wish you both more exposure and
great session, both of you.
Thank you so much. Delicious.
More exposure. Is that me or Donna?
Yeah.
Or both?
Oh. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Take care. See you soon.